Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Hooligans, live from Mount Ephraim Real Talk Studios, brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountants, 301 Oxford Valley Road, Yardley, Pennsylvania, 215-369-3300. We're live on another edition, Saturday. What's up, Scotty? How you feeling?
What's going on, Kyle? I'm a little hungover a little bit, but can't miss the Hooligans on every Saturday at 1 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go. How about you, Ralphie? What's up?
I'm ready to go, man.
Yeah?
Yep.
So, what do you guys want to discuss first? I think there's Eagles talk. Let's talk about the game on Thursday.
Yeah, a lot of Eagles news. We actually had 2 games in 5 days, so where do you want to begin?
I'm actually going to begin with the win because the Vikings loss was irrelevant to me because we played absolutely piss poor on Sunday. And when we come back 4 days down the road, 34-13 is pretty damn impressive. Now, I was there. I was sitting in club seats for free because Kat, one of my best friends, gave them to me because she's a Marine and she knew a really given family. So
right. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Thanks, Kat. But you know what? It was a good bounce back response by the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday because, you know, not only did they look flat, lame on Sunday, they really brought their own, and I couldn't ask for much more. Carson Wentz looked like his MVP self.
They definitely did. That game actually ended up being a pretty decent game to go to.
Yeah.
I know we were thinking about going a couple weeks ago, but then, you know, after the back-to-back losses, it just looked pretty bleak.
Yeah.
And the Giants really needed a win there.
Yeah, they really did.
But you had the whole team come together and pretty much put on a Super Bowl winning performance, honestly. I mean, I wanted to see this team score over 30 points so bad because in this league, you actually have to have a versatile offense that can score in a lot of ways. I don't care how good your defense is or how good your skill players are.
Right.
Your quarterback needs to perform and score points, and Carson Wentz finally did that on Thursday night.
Yeah, the first pass to Alshon Jeffrey in the back of the end zone was beautiful.
It was really nice.
That was amazing.
That's a MVP
And listen, that's what I was waiting for. You know, I got a lot of critical, like my YouTube channel. All right, I said time and time again, I want to see Carson Wentz have his balls back. You know, I want him to take the team over. I want him to make it his way and his way only, and he did that. You know, he took it, he ran out of the pocket, and he just delivered a dime in the back of the end zone. What was that, third down, fourth down?
Which play are you talking? Oh, the
first
first
play.
touchdown?
First
Yeah,
touchdown.
I think that was third down.
Yeah, that was the Carson Wentz I wanted to see the whole season. I finally got that. Hopefully he's here to stay. I will say one thing, though. Our defense still didn't look good. You know, a lot of people see the 13 points and say, hey, they played pretty well. No. Odell Beckham Jr. got open at least 15 times during that game, and if they had a better quarterback, we would have got shredded.
I mean, it is Odell, so you have to take that into account.
Yeah.
One of the best receivers in the league. The tackling really concerns me because this was such a good tackling team last year. And, you know, they made Saquon look like Barry Sanders on Thursday night. Not saying Saquon can't be a generational talent, but he's only 6 games in.
Saquon's the man. Like, when he pulled off that, 66-yard run, that was one of the more incredible runs I've ever seen in my life as a sports fan. Like, I was watching that, and I was like, wow. Like, how do you pull that off? Like, I understand he has, like, probably, like, who was that? Maurice Jones-Drew?
What are you talking about?
Maurice Jones-Drew had, like, huge legs. You know?
The thighs, right?
Yeah, the thighs.
We only heard about the thighs about 100 times on Thursday night, right?
Exactly. Joe Buck kept talking about it. Yeah, but the guy's a beast, and he's probably gonna be a Hall of Famer one day.
I wouldn't go that far yet, but we definitely need to get better tackling because I think this team, Malcolm Jenkins didn't have too good of a game with the tackling. But let's focus on the positives because I think this team definitely turned it around. Yeah, they were playing a piss-poor Giants team, but you have to win games that you're supposed to win on your schedule, and that's what we didn't do against the Titans especially. I'm still pissed about that Titans loss in overtime.
Right.
Up 17-3. And then you respond to play a shitty game, penalties out the ass against the Vikings, which you should have won that game too. I mean, you came back and only lost by 2. If you just had a couple more decent drives, decent plays, I mean, you win that game by 7 points at least.
Right. No, I agree with you 100%. You know, the Eagles should be back, and, you know, they have 10 days off now, but they have to go out and get Le'Veon Bell. They have to go out and get David Johnson because, you know, you want to put yourself over the top. You can't just look at what you saw on Thursday and agree with Corey.
Yeah, they definitely need a running back. I'm a Corey Clement fan. I don't know why Smallwood's getting the bulk of the carries.
Yeah.
Only thing I can think of is he's been here a little bit longer. He knows the system more.
Right.
But Clement played like a Pro Bowler last year.
Yeah, he did, but he's more of a role player. Like, I mean, he's not a featured back.
Yeah, but they're not giving him a chance to see, give him like 15 carries a game. I don't think he's ever had over 12 carries in a game.
Right. No, how many carries did he have last game?
Not a lot. Maybe like under 8, maybe.
Under 8?
I think so. It was not a lot. You
Yeah.
look that up right now.
Yeah, I know Smallwood had like 44 yards or some shit like that. You know, he had a decent game. I was actually impressed with the way Smallwood.
I'm just not a big Smallwood fan. I think he's undersized, and like I said, I would take Clement over him.
Right.
I'd honestly make him the starter. I think LaShawn McCoy is I don't want to say the obvious route, but the most likely route that they would go, just
Right.
because you don't have to give up as much, and you pick up his contract, and you're not going to pay him as much as Le'Veon Bell, and you could probably get. I mean, you probably think 3 or 4 more decent years out of McCoy.
Right.
I mean, you probably want to draft a running back in the 2nd or 3rd round next year, but McCoy definitely puts this team over the top to compete and be a contender, in my eyes.
Yeah, but you know, McCoy is 30 years old. He has a lot of baggage with him. I don't know if I'd want to bring him back. You know, I was looking at it, I was like, he would love to come back here, play with the team that drafted him. But at the same time, he's a non-tipper, all right? He beats up women.
Yeah,
And-
the locker room, they do concern me. He does have some concerns in the locker room and how he'll mesh with the team.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look at the team right now. I mean, you brought in someone like Michael Bennett who has a spotty history, to say the least.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So, I mean, it's possible.
Yeah. All right, Ralphie, what do we got over there on Facebook?
I'm going to pull that up real quick for you
Okay.
guys.
How's Michigan State doing?
Let's not talk about that
All right.
now.
Hope you guys won, by the way. You guys are playing who, Penn State today?
Yeah, Penn State at 3:30.
Sweet.
Tommy says, yes, we are back, boys, regarding to the poll question. And Shaquan Getters says, if we can ball out every game and clean up the mess, we'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
The O-line's still a concern.
Oh, it's a huge concern. I mean,
Jason Peters, 36 years old.
He's
looking
in and out at every play.
yeah.
You going to play or not?
Yeah,
Please.
exactly. No, honestly, I'd put Big V in there permanently.
Yeah, I was not the biggest Big V fan, but after seeing Thursday night, I mean, he looked like he looked like Eli Manning as a left tackle, right?
Right. Yeah, he looked garbage. But you know, he has a torn bicep, so if he wants to play on it, that's on him. But honestly, if I were the team doctor, I'd be like, listen, bitch, you're sitting out because you know, it's about wins. It's about putting the best out there at the time you need it, and he's not healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, the O-line is so important too to protect Wentz. You know, I mean, if Wentz ever got hurt, I mean, that would just be like a tragedy. You know.
And you know, I will say this, Bird Gang. He said you don't know that he beats up women. Has he been convicted? No. Shut the fuck up then. Hey, listen, I agree with you. All right, I take that back because he hasn't been convicted. You know, we all know he's an asshole, but I'm gonna take back. Maybe he doesn't beat up women. Maybe I was just a little bit on the edge there. But yeah, I don't want LaShawn McCoy. Like, I really don't.
So you want Le'Veon? That's where you want to go.
I would, yeah. I mean, Le'Veon Bell's what, 26 years old?
27,
Yeah.
26, yeah.
26.
I'll take him for a rental.
Yeah, I mean, he is from Michigan State, but I mean, you know, whatever.
Well, what are you going to have to give up is the question. 2 first-round picks?
Nah. Because
Nah.
the Steelers have no leverage.
Yeah.
The Steelers have absolutely no leverage.
They want to get rid of. They don't want him. Like, they don't want to pay him. You know, they're hoping. Like you saw that link the other day. They're hoping that the Eagles call him back because they really don't want him anymore because they're satisfied with James Conner, and you know they don't want to pay Le'Veon Bell $18 million a year. That's why they franchise tag him every single year because they're like, we don't know what to do with this guy, even though it's getting really expensive, and he's not going to be there next year. That would be like what, $23 million franchise
Yeah,
tag?
something like that.
Yeah, so
I mean, it makes sense for us because I think Jay Ajay played his last snap
yeah.
on Sunday. I mean, we're not good. He's obviously in a contract year as well, and we're not going to re-sign someone with a bad back, 2 bad knees at this point.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Might as well make it 3 at this point.
so.
Fucking injury prone. Anything else?
Greg says, what's up, guys?
What's up, Greg?
What's going on,
Going
man?
to go with a no for the poll question. We beat the Giants. Let's not overreact to doing what a team is supposed to do versus a bad team. Next 2 games will tell us a lot.
Yeah.
I do think the Giants are really bad, but in response to that, I mean, they played the Panthers really tough. They beat the Texans. I mean, We should have beat the Titans, too. I think they were a bad team. So you could say that either way. It's all about getting the win at the end of the day.
Yeah, they need a QB. You know, I was watching, and Eli Manning sucks. But hey, listen, I'm not against that because I would love Eli Manning to play till he's 45.
Oh, yeah. Play till he's 50, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, just give us the division every year. It'd be
Make
nice
him
and
the
easy.
head coach, too, right? That sounds good.
Well, Pat Shurmur sucks as head coach. I don't know what they were thinking hiring him.
What if they make Peyton Manning the head coach, Eli the quarterback?
Huh?
Make Peyton Manning the head coach, Eli the quarterback.
Peyton Manning the head coach.
Eli will play forever then.
Yeah. But yeah, let's go over to YouTube. Let's see what we got over here. We got some juicy stuff. All right, so Scotty said, have a great show. Thanks, Scotty. I'm not reading that one. All right. Confused Heavy said Barkley destroyed it. Yeah, he really did, but they still lost, so it doesn't matter. Bird Gang said the defense did look good. They looked all right. I kind of disagree with that, but you know what? They held their own, so whatever. Tekken is my world. We might have to wait until the anything goes part to see him talk about EDP. We'll see.
Yeah, we got to follow the format a little bit.
Yeah, we
right?
got to follow the format. We're going to spice it up just a little bit at the end. If anyone wants, yeah, it's true. You don't know, I said that one. Barkley is a monster. Yes, he is. Fournette is out indefinitely for the Jaguars.
Well, he's got a hamstring injury. I know that. But I don't know if he's playing this week.
He's probably out. I mean, look at Sproles. Hasn't played since week 1, so
Yeah.
those hammies are nothing to mess around with. Just never goes away.
Birdgang says, are you guys surprised that Schwartz made adjustments on defense?
Well, he only blitzed one time Thursday night.
I think
You
they're
know that,
talking
right?
about what do they do differently?
Well,
Oh, they put Rasul Douglas at safety, right, on
Yeah.
a couple plays.
a couple plays, yeah.
I think it was time to do something different. I mean, are you tired of Mills getting burned yet? You know, Mills had a pretty decent game. I think the red zone defense was back, so that was encouraging.
Mills is awful, dude. Like, listen, I'm praying for the guy. I really am because he's on my team, but he's not a good cornerback.
I mean,
know?
you can't say he had a decent game on Thursday.
No,
I-
because
I think he did.
he was playing against Eli Manning.
True, but
You
I
know?
don't know. We'll have to see how he plays next week.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. The Giants are 1-5. You know, they're irrelevant to me. I just want to see us win our next 5 games in a row and be comfortable.
Yeah, I'll take the next 4 out of 5.
4 out
I
of
think,
5.
but the schedule's really tough. It really does get tough
We
here.
got Carolina. That's a win. We got Jacksonville Jaguars. That could be a win because I don't think the Jaguars are actually all that. You got the Cowboys coming out of the bye. That's a win. You have
The Saints after that.
that's a loss. That's a hard loss.
I don't know. These next 2 games are going to tell us all we need to know about this team.
Yeah.
I would be happy with the split. Obviously, I want to win both games.
Yeah.
But it's going to be tough. These are 2 decent teams now. This is like playing the Vikings again. It's not like playing the Giants. So
Yeah. But the Vikings game was so bullshit, man. Like, I mean,
we beat ourselves.
Yeah,
you know?
we were down 17. What was it, 17-3 at halftime?
Yeah, something like that.
And I always thought we could have came back. It's just we never made the plays to do so. And
That game wasn't as close as the score either.
And that's what I was saying. Like, Carson Wentz didn't show up until the Giants game. He would fumble every single game at the most crucial times.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
Well, it was It was a lot of things between the O line, the penalties, and
Yeah.
just getting accustomed back into the flow of the game. Plus, all the injuries piling up too.
Right. No, I understand. But yeah, it was a victory. So it is what it is.
Happy about it, definitely.
What were
Need
your
to get that-
negatives coming out of the game, if you had any?
Like I said, the O line and the tackling. The tackling definitely needs to improve. And I don't know what's up with Lane Johnson. I know he was playing hurt, but he just has some awful plays every week now.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like a bitch boy on some of
He's
these plays.
extremely hurt, dude. Yeah, you can tell it's definitely his ankle. He's
But he
not
definitely
doing well.
toughed it out in the we needed the win so bad. I
Yeah.
mean, if we would have lost, people would have been jumping off the bridge, literally.
Yeah.
You know, so
like all 3 bridges or whatever the yeah.
suicide attempts.
Someone just said Ohio State is down. Good. Fuck them. Yeah. I mean, negatives. If I had to pick any, I would say it's definitely the secondary still. I mean, I was at the game, so I saw everything on the field. And the secondary, it's terrible. Like, I mean, awful.
How we're seeing those Barkley runs live. How was that?
It was amazing.
It was amazing. I
It
mean, if
was
you're
incredible.
a Penn State fan, I can see you being happy for the kid.
I
but-
hate Penn State, and I like Barkley.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You're really enjoying that water over there, aren't you?
It's delicious. Okay, Tekken is my world says, y'all probably won't beat us, probably because we have the home field advantage in London, and Eagles aren't used to that.
That is underrated. Or I mean, it shouldn't be because it's a far-ass flight, but
Yeah.
we've never done
It's
that.
6 hours.
And the time zone, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 6-hour flight.
Imagine the Seahawks. They're going from Seattle to London this week. That's nuts.
It's a bad flight.
And so is Oakland too. So I guess they're both in the same time zone. But
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
they're flying across the world to play a football game. It's crazy.
Anything else?
Shaquan Gitters says we need to find a replacement for the bodyguard, a.k.a. JP, who's getting owned on Thursday night. Chris Barlow says Eagles should trade for McCoy. He knows the system better than Bell would.
Okay.
Jesse Meza says Big V should play more and and make him a starter. And then he also says that Jordan, the rugby player, Jordan.
Matalia, how you say his last name?
Should start in our offense.
The booga guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I disagree with that. I don't think he should be starting.
Yeah, he's like a project at this point.
Yeah. But who has that? Jesse?
Yeah.
Jesse Meza? Yeah, I don't think Matalia should be starting. He's, what was he, a 6th rounder, 5th rounder?
Yeah, 7th, 6th, something like that.
Yeah, no, you can't just put him in the fire. We need wins. And you know what? I will say the offensive line is a project. You know, it's not what it used to be, and it's obvious.
Well, you know what would help that? Go back to the poll question is a good running back.
Yeah.
Especially like a Le'Veon Bell or McCoy. And just think about how much better Wentz could be with an elite running back.
Right.
I mean, that helps every quarterback. It just takes so much pressure off you to make plays.
Yep.
Obviously, he wants to make plays on his own too. But I mean, if we had Le'Veon or McCoy, I mean, that's like it's pretty much like having another Wentz because they're capable of making outstanding plays.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
No, I understand. It said Florida's getting blown out by Vanderbilt. Wow. I didn't see that one coming. Anything else over there on Facebook?
No, nothing so far.
Nothing so far. Okay, looking over here on YouTube. Next 2 games are winnable. More concerned with Cam than Jacksonville. I'm not concerned with Cam Newton at all. I think
He's having a good year, but
he's a freak athlete, but he's not someone I'd want as a starting quarterback. You know, he seems like a baby. He
kind of reminds you of McNabb. He's obviously a lot more athletic than McNabb, but he's like up and down.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, sometimes
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. Christian McCaffrey's having a hell of a year though for Carolina. He's someone that we definitely have to watch out for. Hopefully he doesn't pull a Saquon Barkley on us.
Right.
You know.
I agree. 100%. Well, someone asked this question twice, so I'll answer it, even though it's out of kind of form. How do you think the Flyers will be this year? I'm a diehard Flyers fan. They're not going to be that good. You know, it's their defense is always suspect. They don't have a goalie. They won't change anything around. They're still trying to play the Broad Street bully mentality, and you can't do that in today's league because it's 2018 and nobody likes violence anymore. So you can't play the same way, and they're just not ready to move on from that.
I mean, when you put more effort into the mascot than the team, you know? I mean, they put more effort into Gritty than the team in the offseason, so.
A lot of people hate Gritty. I love Gritty.
What do you expect?
Yeah, you know what.
You got another question here from what's his name? Confused Heavy. Do you guys think it was a mistake to let Flip and Reich leave? We really didn't have a choice there letting them leave.
If you're a good team, coaches are going to leave. You know.
I mean, look at the Patriots. They replace someone.
They replace someone every year.
Multiple players, coaches.
Yeah. And Gongo951 said Cam is an athletic freak without the mental capacity to lead a team. It's true. What about the 76ers, Danny Travis says? Sorry about that. 76ers, I see us as a 3rd seed. You know, I see Toronto and Boston being a little bit better than us, and everyone thinks we're going to be a 1 seed. I don't. I think we're about 1 or 2 years, 2 or 3 years away, honestly. We need a veteran presence. We got J.J. Redick back, who looks good right now, but he's got to be consistent. And I don't know if that consistency is going to be there the whole year. And Markelle Fultz's jumper looks decent right now, but everyone's relying on him to be the shooter, and I just don't think he's ready to be the guy this year. So, yeah, Boston is just Boston's a better team than us this year, so I'm just being honest.
Yeah, you definitely need to add another superstar or another, like, Simmons, Joel Embiid caliber player to put you over the top.
Yeah, I wanted him, but the scumbag Lakers got him. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Yeah, I know you're happy, Ralphie.
It just wasn't meant to be, you know. I think that would take away from a lot of the Eagles too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't see the Sixers and the Eagles being good at the same time or like reaching those heights. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like everyone's good and the Phillies stink.
I mean, imagine having Carson Wentz and LeBron James in the same town, you know?
And Joel Embiid.
People would lose their minds.
Yeah, it would be crazy. We can't have good things. It happens. Tekken This Is My World said, I'm a Suns fan, unfortunately. Sorry for your troubles. Gongo951 said, bigger loss from last year's squad, Blunt or Patrick Robinson?
That's a tough question.
That's a good one.
That really is tough.
I'm going to go and say Patrick Robinson because he fit this team perfectly.
Sidney Jones is out, too, for 3 weeks.
He is?
I forgot about to tell you that.
Shit.
Yeah, so that sucks. But I like Rasul Douglas, so it looks like he'll be playing a lot more.
Yeah.
But I'd probably agree Robinson, too.
Yeah. Brandon Kilgore said Wentz or Foles.
Are you serious? Can we not go a week without this debate?
What's up, Gino? How you doing? You know what? All right, I'll say this right here, right now. All right, Wentz, way more athletic, and he's the better option at QB at this point going forward. Okay, but Foles is my guy because he won the Super Bowl. How about that? Yeah. So
yeah, I agree. I mean,
yeah.
I'm just over the Wentz.
Wentz will get his ring one day. I'm telling you right now, he'll get his ring one day, and he'll probably get multiple. But Foles right now just leads it all.
Danny Travis asks, who's going to win the World Series?
This year?
Yeah.
Milwaukee, baby. Milwaukee's going to win it.
You're on Milwaukee right now.
They're going to shock the world, yep.
Astros are good, man.
Yeah, they're really good. The Red Sox are good, too. I think Milwaukee, it's going to be a stunner team. And I thought the Yankees were going to win the World Series because they were
Did you put money on Milwaukee last night or no?
No, I should have. What are you going to do?
Could put on the Dodgers.
Yeah. I know Kershaw's a bum in the postseason.
They're about to be out.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Want to do some weekly picks?
Not yet. Ralph, you have anything over there on Facebook?
Yeah, Jesse Gates says, was it me or did the protection get better when Big V came in for Peters?
It got way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
James Tatum says, when do you expect a trade?
When do I expect a trade?
Yeah.
Never. I think Howie Roseman is extremely overrated. And if it happens, it should happen. It should be a no-brainer. But Howie Roseman is cheap. And it's not going to happen. I'm telling you.
I think something will definitely happen by the trade deadline. They have too many picks. And if another running back gets hurt, you're screwed.
Well, yeah, but Howie Roseman doesn't see it like that. He just doesn't want to spend any more money, you know? You're gonna have to spend $18 million a year on Le'Veon unless he's a rental. And Howie Roseman's not going to do that, you know? So at this point, it's either LaShawn McCoy or bust, but I don't want McCoy back.
Yeah,
Like,
you wanted him back
really
a couple
don't.
days ago, but you changed your mind.
I did change my mind because I forgot he's 30 years old, you know, and he just doesn't have it anymore. He doesn't. And a lot of people want him back. I understand they want Deshaun Jackson, Macklin, and McCoy back. I understand that.
Michael Vick, right?
Michael Vick. I understand that.
Andy Reid.
Yeah, they love those guys, but you know what? You got to move on. Yeah. Do you think Birdgain says, do you think we can be successful with the running backs we have now? Absolutely not. And at a pick, what? And pick a wide receiver or cornerback instead. Does he mean trade or?
Yeah, I think for a trade.
Wide receiver or cornerback? I mean, I wouldn't be against getting another wide receiver.
Well, I think Mike Wallace might eventually come back.
Yeah, but you know, he's 32 years old.
And Mac Hollins.
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you something. I hate Jordan Matthews, but he's held his own. Like, he really has.
Well, he's in a limited role now, too. I mean, he only gets, 3 targets tops a game?
Yeah.
You know, so.
He's wearing number 80. It's such a weird look.
It's not like he has all the pressure on him. I mean, you're playing with Alshon Jeffries was like God sent to this franchise, to me, honestly. Thank God we signed him.
Yeah, my boy said he's not a number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah, he honestly is. He proved me wrong, too. I didn't think he was that good in Chicago. He had a couple good games, but now he's doing it on a consistent basis. Like, he has like 1 or 2 touchdowns every week.
Danny Travis said he heard the Eagles today want Jordan Howard. Think about that.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I'll take that in a heartbeat.
That's kind of out of left field, but
I'll definitely take that. Over
Yeah.
McCoy?
I don't think he fits the scheme. Like, I don't know. I mean, if we got him, he's better than what we have, but I don't know. I'd rather have someone that's more of a pass catcher out of the backfield.
Jordan
Yeah,
Howard.
but you wouldn't need that because you have Corey and Wendell to do that for you.
I'm done.
As of right now.
No,
I think Jordan Howard's like probably the most underrated player in the league.
Jordan Howard.
People don't know about him, honestly. I don't know what it is. maybe because he plays alongside Tariq Cohen in Chicago, but
Right.
he's a top 5 running back.
Yeah, he is. Anything else over there on Facebook?
And then Jesse Meza says, who you want in the running back, or we use our running backs this season? And I guess you guys covered that as well.
Yeah, Clement. I want Clement to start so bad.
Yeah.
Why you want Clement to start so bad?
Just
He's a local guy.
I don't know. I just think he runs better than Smallwood, and Smallwood scares me in pass protection
Smallwood
too.
sucks.
He's gonna get his. You just said he fucking played good on Thursday.
He did play good. He sucks.
I don't know. Smallwood scares me on pass protection too. He's gonna get Wentz killed.
Yeah. And then maybe the Saints will trade Ingram. Ooh, I would like that.
They were interested in Ingram a couple of years ago too, if you remember.
Ingram's my dude. I remember picking in fantasy this year. I picked Ingram up with like the 4th round pick, knowing that he was going to be suspended. They use him better.
Ingram's weird. Remember, he didn't play well like the beginning half of his career, and then right at that Eagles Saints 2013 wild card game, he was like his coming out party.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Just like Saquon had his coming out party against us too.
Yeah. Look at this.
What comment is it?
Oh, all right, so I'm not gonna read that username, but it says he said not given a 2nd and 3rd for McCoy. Honestly, me either. I'd give up a 5th round pick at this point. I don't think McCoy has anything left in the tank at all.
Maybe, I don't know, 4th, 3rd. I guess I would max out at a 3rd.
No, I'd pity them. I'd ask for a 5th and then ask them for something, just for asking me for a stupid trade like that.
We should trade a linebacker like Kiko Alonso for him. Wonder if they'll agree to that.
Kiko Alonso. Brandon Kilgore said, if you could have only one player come to the Eagles, who would it be and why? J.J. Watt. That dude's my boy. I love J.J. Watt. I think he's a great guy, and he's like 3 players in one. He could do pretty much everything, so that's one guy I definitely want to have on this team. Khalil Mack would be another one. Khalil Mack, in my opinion, is an MVP candidate, so that would definitely be another one I would like to have.
For me, it's Travis Kelce. Honestly, I think he's just the best tight end in the league. He's a beast. He's like a freight train.
Yeah.
He can just have bodies on top of him, still running down the field. Honestly, he's one of my favorite players in the league.
Right. Yeah. Travis Kelce's a beast, but, we have Zach Ertz, so whatever. Yeah, let's get the weekly picks. How about this?
Awesome,
All
man.
right.
You want to pull that up real quick? Give me 1 second.
Weekly picks.
Got some good games this weekend. It kind of sucks when the Eagles don't play on Sunday, but we can definitely, scout our upcoming opponents and that Redskins, who the Redskins play this week.
Right.
The Panthers game.
Mhm.
That Redskins-Panthers game is definitely going to be looked upon.
Okay.
All right, so we're starting at 1 o'clock. The Buccaneers traveling to Atlanta. Falcons are a 3-point favorite.
Buccaneers.
Taking the Bucs in that game.
Yep.
I'm taking the Falcons. Falcons are 1-4. I think this is probably the most disappointing team in the league right now.
Uh-huh.
I know they have a lot of injuries on defense. Deion Jones is out, but they need a win in the worst way. They're kind of like the Eagles. Their backs are against the wall. And the Buccaneers have sucked since, that Steelers game. Right, since Fitzmagic
Yeah,
fell
but,
apart.
dude, Atlanta stinks. Like, they really do. Like, I mean, they
They did not look good against the
got
Steelers.
hosed against the Steelers. And the
Yeah.
Steelers are an awful team.
I don't think the Steelers are awful.
They're terrible, dude.
They're not. They're probably gonna come back and win the division,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
They could.
Yeah, no, it's not happening.
All right, I'm taking the Falcons in that game.
Okay, what's the next one?
We got the Panthers at the Redskins. Carolina's a 1-point favorite.
Oh, really?
1 o'clock game.
What? Redskins.
Taking the Redskins.
Mm-hmm.
Redskins looked like shit against the Saints on Monday. They
Yeah.
looked like they were a fan in attendance watching Drew Brees break the completions record.
Yeah, I mean, what's his passing yards now? Like 72,000?
Who? Drew Brees?
Yeah,
it's,
something like that.
it's
something
pretty
crazy.
insane, man.
Something
I mean,
retarded.
it's a
Crazy.
passing league, so it's easier to get your stats up, but
Yeah.
that man, he's honestly so underrated. He had a couple down years. I think that's why he's not looked upon as, a Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers.
Mhm.
But Drew
He
Brees.
still gets in. He still gets into the Hall of Fame though.
Oh, absolutely.
absolutely, yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah, he's a fucking. He's a first ballot lock. 72,000 passing yards. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
It's crazy. All right, so back to the Panthers-Redskins game. I'm definitely taking the Panthers in that one.
Oh, you
I
are?
just think the Redskins they're the Redskins.
Yeah.
They're basically the Giants at this point.
Yeah,
they
but they're
just-
home.
They are home. I guess they lost to the Colts at home.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm taking the Panthers. Christian McCaffrey's having, probably an MVP type season right now.
Uh-huh.
Cam Newton's playing good. They still got, Luke Kuechly on defense. And this is actually Josh Norman's, I think, might be his first game against his former team or his second game
Right.
for the Redskins. I don't know if that means anything, but I'm taking the Panthers.
Right. All right. What's the next one?
Next game, we got a London game. Seahawks and Raiders. Seahawks favored by 2.5.
Raiders. I'm taking the Raiders in that one. Long flight, Seahawks. Going overseas.
John Gruden's been really disappointing, man. He really has.
Yeah,
I thought he.
but what do you expect? He got so comfortable in the booth. You know, he didn't want to come back. He didn't.
Well, why the fuck do you trade Khalil Mack?
Because he wanted to do it his own way.
Especially giving him Khalil Mack a motive to prove you wrong by getting paid all that money by Chicago. That's probably could go down as one of the dumbest decisions in NFL history.
Oh, by far.
At this point.
But he wanted his own team. Like he didn't want to take anyone else's pieces. And
It's stupid. He's a generational type player. I mean, I don't care if you don't get a.
But did you see when he won the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? He got all of Tony Dungy's pieces. He didn't want to do the same thing. So I see where he's coming from, but yeah, it was dumb. It was. Really dumb.
That's worse than like what Chip Kelly did, honestly, by far. Because Khalil Mack's he's a top 5 player in the league.
Right.
With that said, I'm going to take the Seahawks on this one. So you take the Seahawks or Raiders? You took the Raiders?
I took the Raiders.
So after saying all that, you're still taking the Raiders.
Absolutely.
Seahawks played well against the Rams last week. Came down to what? I think a field goal that game did. They won. They lost 33-31. I think they bounced back against a bad Raiders team.
Right. Okay, what's the next one?
This is probably the stinker of the week. Colts and Jets.
Ooh.
In New York, Jets favored by 1.5.
Colts and Jets?
Jets surprised me last week. They had played really well against the Broncos defense.
They did.
Well, I don't know. This is like a pick'em game. I think I'm going to take the Colts just because I think they're due for a win. Andrew Luck is not the same quarterback. I feel like he doesn't even get talked about anymore. I know he's coming off.
It's because he has a suck-ass team around him. You know, this team would be 0. Forget 0-16. They'd be fucking 0-17 without him.
Yeah,
no,
true.
they'd be awful. You know, they fucking. Andrew Luck's doing the best he can.
Dude couldn't even throw a Hail Mary pass. He had to bring in Brissett.
That was pretty
That just
bad.
tells you everything about his shoulder.
That's embarrassing.
He can't throw the ball down the field.
And he was confident about it.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. He was
turning into Eli.
Yeah, a lot sooner than Eli.
Yeah.
Because what, Luck's 26, 27?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts, too. I think they're just due for a win.
Yeah.
Next game, we got the Cardinals visiting the Vikings. Minnesota favored by 10.
That's an easy one.
Yeah, this should be.
It should be an easy one.
Will they cover the spread?
But then again, the Bills beat the Vikings at their own house.
And the Vikings are not good. I honestly hate Kirk Cousins. I think he's so overrated. Yeah. I'm so mad he got another win against us. I just,
Yeah.
I don't think he's worth all that money.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'll take the Vikings. But can they cover the spread 10 points or?
No, I'm going to go Cardinals outright.
You're picking the Cardinals.
Uh-huh. I'm going Cardinals outright. I liked how they played last week. And the Vikings they're high on the cloud right now, and they think they could beat anybody, obviously. They're going to come home and lay a stinker. They're going to lose to the Cardinals.
Can they really have 2 trap games in 5 weeks, though?
Of course they can.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Vikings. I think that's not likely, but this is a pretty good game. Steelers at the Bengals. Cincinnati favored by 1.5.
Bengals.
I'm taking the Steelers here. I think they had a bounce-back game against Atlanta. I don't know. I'm kind of I don't want to say I'm a Steelers fanboy, but I just think they have so much talent on offense. I love Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, even Jesse James.
Yeah.
And Big Ben's, still the quarterback. So I until someone knocks them off completely, they're still my favorite in the AFC North. I think they get this game in Cincinnati.
Right. What's the next one?
Chargers-Browns, 1 o'clock. Cleveland favored by 1.
Chargers.
This is actually a pretty decent game. When the schedule first came out, maybe you thought this wasn't going to be a good game. But the Browns are a surprising team right now.
I am going to go with the Browns.
This is such a hard game to pick, man.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Browns.
I think the Chargers are also an underrated team. Doesn't get talked about that much.
Right.
Basically because they have no fans.
Uh-huh. Yeah. LA is not a football town.
I guess I'll take the Browns, too.
Right.
I don't know if the Chargers can win back-to-back. It's in Cleveland, too. West Coast team traveling east.
Yeah,
so.
Baker Mayfield looking like a stud.
But Cleveland only favored by 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got the Bills and the Texans.
Ooh.
Houston favored by 10. That's a lot, man.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Is it in Houston?
Yeah, but that's a lot of points.
Well, I would take the points. But outright, I'm going to say the Texans.
That's a weird spread.
Yeah.
10 points for the Houston that just beat the Cowboys by a field goal in overtime.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Texans, too, at home. I think they can actually compete in that division. I don't think the Jaguars and Titans are as good as they were last year.
Right.
And Deshaun Watson, he's having an okay year. I think they definitely have a worse O-line even than us. The O-line's playing like crap.
Right.
But the Bills are just they're just so back and forth. You never know what you're gonna get. They're not a good team. I'll take the Texans too.
Right. Yeah.
Bears, Dolphins in Miami. Bears favored by
Dolphins.
3.5.
Dolphins. I'm going with Dolphins.
Dolphins lost back-to-back games.
Yeah, they're not going to lose 3 straight.
I'm going to take the Bears. I still think Khalil Mack is basically wrecking havoc every single game. He looks like Defensive Player of the Year.
Right.
Should win Defensive Player of the Month. I think he's going to win Defensive Player of the Month. But I'm taking the Bears in that game. Miami's not a good team to me.
I mean, they started the season 3-0, so they have something there.
I think they beat shitty. I don't even know who their wins against. The Titans.
Titans who beat us. Who else?
I can't even think. You know, Ralphie, who the Dolphins beat this year? We know they got blown out by the Patriots. I guess that's all that matters. If you can't beat the Patriots in this division, you're not going to go far.
Yeah.
The Raiders, yeah.
Raiders
is one team.
I mean,
Look that up with them.
that was by like 7.
Yeah, the Raiders stink.
Yeah.
They beat the Titans, Jets, and Raiders.
Giants, Jets, and Raiders. All right, that's a good.
Yeah, that's not good competition.
And then they lost to the Pats. They lost to the Pats 38-7, and they lost last week 27-17 against the Bengals.
Right.
And they play this week against the Bears at home.
Yeah, I think the Bears could be a surprise playoff team.
Right.
Honestly, they might win that division. I think they'll come back down to earth eventually, but they could have like 9 or 10 wins.
The Bears. All right, what else?
Got the Rams at the Broncos, 405. Rams favored by 7 points.
Rams.
Yeah, I thought the Broncos could be decent, relying on Von Miller, and you still got Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas on offense. But I don't know. They might just need to rebuild totally at this point. I mean, Case Keenum's your quarterback. I mean, and the Rams are on fire right now.
Exactly.
I don't know who's going to I mean, it is in Denver, so that's kind of tough. This could be an upset for the Broncos. I could see them winning this.
Okay.
It wouldn't shock me, but I'm going to pick the Rams.
Okay.
Next, we got the Ravens and the Titans. It's actually a 425 game, which is weird.
Ravens
favored by 2.5. I'll take the Ravens, too. I think the Ravens are a pretty good team this year. And I think the Titans are frauds. I still can't believe we lost to that team. We're up, 17-3 against Marcus Mariota, who is, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Mariota, but I'll take the Ravens here. Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is playing like an MVP form to me, honestly.
Even his last game?
I mean, not last week, but before that. I think he can get back.
Oh, versus the Steelers, no secondary, yeah. I was there.
And the Titans' secondary is not too good either.
No.
I don't know. That defense not good.
Yep.
All right. America's Game of the Week. No. Jaguars, Cowboys. It's on CBS. Jaguars favored by 3 points.
Cowboys.
Taking the Cowboys here. I'm taking the Jaguars. That defense is ready.
You got to be out of your fucking mind if you're taking the Cowboys.
I know.
You got to be
Are
out
you
of your mind.
seriously taking the Cowboys, or was that a troll job?
No, it was fuck the Cowboys.
You got to be out of your mind.
Cowboys might lose by 50 this game.
Can you imagine Jalen Ramsey? How many times are you going to pick off Dak?
2.
5.
He probably gets a pick 6 too. Honestly.
Yeah, probably.
I actually do want to watch that game to see the Cowboys suck. All right, this is probably the best game of the week, Sunday Night Football. Chiefs-Patriots. New England, this actually went up. Now it's New England by 3.5.
Chiefs.
I'm taking the Patriots until you actually beat them and knock them off their pedestal, kind of like the Steelers to me. I'm taking the Patriots.
Dude, Pat Mahomes is ridiculous.
Showtime?
He's going to run. He's going to run all over them.
You love that nickname.
Showtime. Love it.
Showtime. No, I'm taking the Pats.
Anything
It's at home. It's in Foxborough. I'm sure there'll be fog or the
You know who the last quarterback under 25 to beat them at home was?
Who?
Colin Kaepernick.
Wow.
He's not even in the league anymore.
It's kind of like a useless stat.
Yeah, it is. They want to bring it up though.
But you
Because
know
Colin
what?
Kaepernick.
You know why the Patriots are going to win?
Why?
Because there's going to be issues with their headsets. There's
Yeah.
going to be fog blown into the stadium.
Snow.
You know, there's the self-made snow.
Yeah. They're gonna pump noise into the stadium.
And Bill Belichick is probably Bill Belichick owns Andy Reid. I know the Chiefs beat the Patriots the last 2 times they played.
Yeah.
But I think the Chiefs come back down to earth a little bit. Can they? I mean, I don't know if they can stay on this run.
He's too hot right now. Pat
Who?
Mahomes is way too hot right now.
So you think it's all Pat Mahomes?
It's all Pat Mahomes.
All right, this is a serious question. I was thinking about this on the way home. If the Chiefs and the Eagles played in the Super Bowl, who would you take
Chiefs.
at this point?
Mhm.
Does Patrick Mahomes put Andy Reid over the top?
Yes. Absolutely.
Is that your Super Bowl pick right now for the AFC?
Yes.
It should be interesting. We'll see how they play in the playoffs. because Andy Reid hasn't gone past the divisional round since being in the.
He'd really have to fuck that up to not go to the Super Bowl. Like he'd really it would have to be on Andy Reid to not go to the Super Bowl.
I can see that happening. I can definitely see that happening with the clock management.
There's no team in the
timeouts.
AFC that I have them not beating.
The Patriots.
Come on.
It's still the Patriots.
Come on. I don't see it. I just don't. I mean, I think Sunday's game is going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be like 35-14.
I don't know. The Patriots are back, man. They got Julian Edelman back, who's a pretty underrated receiver.
Yeah.
Gronk. Josh Gordon could have a big game against that Chiefs secondary.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Patriots.
All right, what's the next one?
All right, probably one of the worst games of the week. You got the 49ers and Packers on Monday Night Football. You got C.J. Beathard versus Aaron Rodgers.
There you go.
What's the point
49ers.
spread?
The point spread's only 9.5 for the
49ers
Green Bay.
in an upset.
Yeah.
That would be really bad. I think they should fire Mike McCarthy if they lose this game. And I like Mike McCarthy.
He sucks.
I know
He's like one of the worst coaches of all
him,
time.
but he's gonna get another job if he gets fired.
Listen, I don't hate him. I don't know the guy. All right, I don't hate him. He just sucks.
You only hate EDP, right?
What?
You only hate EDP.
Who's that?
I threw you a curveball there.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah, hit that shit away. What?
Shit. I'm taking the Packers here. Aaron Rodgers, clearly a better quarterback than C.J. Beathard. So.
You think so?
No. Packers will win by 2 touchdowns.
Huh?
Packers will win by 2 touchdowns.
Packers won by 2 touchdowns?
Yeah.
I have them win by 3 because I think the Packers stink. Anything else over there on Facebook?
Rob Taramini chimes in.
Oh God, this fucking guy.
He says half breed, 3 for 4 clown.
Oh God, whatever. Well, how's that half? That's 3/4.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Rob. We never know.
God.
And then Jason Conklin says, "Fly Eagles, fly."
There you go.
There you go, man.
And then Jesse says that we match up with Carolina very good, very well.
Yeah. Okay.
There are a lot of comments on Facebook.
Oh yeah, there are.
I mean, not Facebook, YouTube.
Oh yeah, let's read some of these. Okay, so. All right, so F-Team says he got the Pats, and Jem says he got the Chiefs. I want to read some of these so badly because I have good rebuttals.
Do it then. Do what you gotta do.
I'll get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. C.J. Beathard has had over 300 yards in his 2 starts. So that's pretty good, I'd say, right?
Yeah, they played, who they played? The Chargers close and the Cardinals. But
They almost beat the Chargers.
Yeah, they did.
I think they're going to collapse on national stage
Yo, Scotty.
in Green Bay.
Scotty, look at this one.
Comment you're looking at.
Look at this one right here. Holy hell. Who's better, Goff or Wentz? Wentz. Wentz is better. It's close.
Goff has so much around him.
Yeah.
He's got Todd Gurley. That's the biggest difference. Imagine if we had Todd Gurley. We'd be undefeated too.
Well, Todd Gurley's the best back in the league right now.
He really is.
Yeah.
So it's probably between him and Saquon.
Yeah, definitely. Ralphie, anything else?
No, nothing on Facebook so far.
Sure about that?
Positive.
Okay. Pretty sure there's a lot we missed there.
Yeah.
But
if I could pick one player, it would be Tyreek Hill or Jalen Ramsey. It's F-Teams. For I guess one player that he would have. I love Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey?
Over Jalen Mills.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we got the wrong Jalen in that draft.
Sebastian says, "Why so much negativity? Jesus Christ." I don't think we're being negative. I think we're being really positive, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
positive, and you gotta be real too.
Yeah, exactly. So, and
Foles for Nick Chubb.
TR900 said, "Where's my pizza?" Up your ass. Oh, the video is back up. TR900. Thanks, Daddy. Dave Roska said, "Golf is better than Wentz." Hell yeah, Rams. No, I don't think he's better. I just think I think they're on par. You know. F-Team says just some EDP trolls. Yeah, that's all they are. I mean, they're not his fans. They're his trolls. But what are you going to do? It happens, He has 300,000 trolls, and you got to love it. And we're here on Talk Radio, so come bring your comments, trolls. I'll fucking take you down. Sebastian Perez says, "No, I'm referring to the comments. Laugh my ass off." Okay. And anything else? Jags win, no doubt. Tekken's My World says. What's up, Tekken? Okay, anything else? Nothing. Okay. So do you want to talk about, for the last 15 minutes we're here on Facebook, do you want to talk about what we need to do to game plan for the Carolina Panthers?
Sure, that works.
Okay. So what do you think? We'll talk about it next week, but we're just going to kill some time here. What do you think the Carolina Panthers, and I'm asking you too, what do you think we should do
I know.
beat the Carolina Panthers?
Well, I mean, Carolina doesn't scare me that much just because of the fact that Cam Newton's very inconsistent from a week-to-week basis.
And we played good against Cam lately.
And it's it won't be in Carolina. It's at home. I'm expecting a win next week. I really am.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have a new player on this team before Sunday rolls around, and I think it's gonna be a new running back. I really do.
Sweet. Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
But also, it might not be a running back just because that Sidney Jones is out, and you can go get another corner if you want to, or even touch up on the safety position as well in the wide receivers. Right. But I think that the biggest hole that we have on this team is the running back, because week in and week out you can't give Wendell Smallwood and Corey Clement the ball 15 times.
Especially if one of them gets hurt. I mean, you're down to Josh Adams at that point. Don't wish injuries on anybody, but
right. But yeah, I agree. I think we need to load the box because Cam Newton sucks. That's exactly what I think we need to do.
Got to stop Christian McCaffrey too.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's been balling out lately.
It's pretty good. John said, "Love your content, Kyle. Keep it up, man." Hey, listen, it's been a rough week for me. I had a lot of shit going on. Most of my teams lost. It's been pretty bad.
You were 0-5 last weekend, right?
Yeah.
What happened? McGregor lost. The Eagles lost.
Yeah.
The Yankees lost. And your fantasy team lost, right?
You saw that one. You saw that comment. That's the world of live YouTube right there.
Oh, God.
You got to deal with that stuff. Yeah, but it's trolls. You just got to deal with it.
Yeah. I mean, you could have seen it coming today.
Yeah, I definitely saw it coming today. I'm going to expose the fuck out of your boy in about fucking 2 seconds. If our offense can block for Wentz, we are going to win. We may get a safety. Where's Carolina?
Possibly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to. Yeah, I think it's going to be a fairly easy win. I think we're going to win by like 10 points.
With Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that Cam Newton's very inconsistent. And I mean, their wide receivers really don't scare me. They're going to be out with Greg Olsen. Yeah. You know what I mean? Granted, they beat the Giants on a last-second field goal to beat the bum-ass Giants. And look what we did to them.
They were sleeping,
Thursday
too.
Night.
They let the Giants come back into that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. No, I agree.
So what was some of the takeaways from a Thursday night's game? I mean, you were there at the game. I mean, how was the crowd? Was it 60-40 Eagles, 70-30 Eagles?
It was empty.
Was it?
Yeah,
wow.
It was pretty empty
that
because
sucks, man.
Everyone expected rain because the hurricane was coming up in the northeast. Everyone expected rain, so you got pretty much an empty crowd. I'd say it was 50-50 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't more Eagles fans definitely. It was I don't know, it was kind of like the fans that were on like their last breath and
I mean the Giants are in shambles right now.
Yeah.
They really are.
Now, if you were a Giants fan, would you rather them take in a quarterback at 2 or just went with Barkley at 2? If you were a Giants fan or a football fan in general,
you had to take Barkley there at 2 because he's a generational talent, and next year you're gonna get your quarterback.
Yeah, but who's their quarterback next year?
The guy from Oregon.
Yeah, but who?
Hubbard.
There's no way. I think it's Herbert, right?
Herbert, yeah,
Herbert
like
Hubbard.
Yeah. Same fucking last name.
But there's no telling that he's gonna be some stud. I mean.
Right.
I know they're training these quarterbacks nowadays where it feels like there's not as many busts. But, I mean, there's so many young quarterbacks in the league. They're not all going to pan out and win. So, it's just the luck of the draw. Honestly, I'll take Sam Darnold over Barkley because they need a quarterback or they're not going anywhere.
Right.
There's not that many options out there.
Exactly.
So, that's just my opinion. But
I agree. It's not really a loaded quarterback class next year.
I wouldn't be shocked to see if the Giants make a move at quarterback and go get a quarterback in the name of Teddy Bridgewater.
Right.
That's sitting on the bench in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Just to freshen it up. Because it might get to the point, man.
Well, I think this season's lost at this point for the Giants.
Granted that Eli got them 2 Super Bowls, but it's over, man. You can't even throw the ball down the field no more. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the Saints want to keep him because I think this is Drew Brees last year. I think he's wants to retire.
Would you want to? Would you bring in Colin Kaepernick if you're a Giants fan?
Do what you gotta do, brother.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Did you see the New York Post? They had him they had him holding the football as a Giants player. It's pretty funny.
God, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
The media would fucking eat that shit alive.
Yeah, he said F teams was like Finley, Locke, and Greer are the quarterbacks.
Yeah, Will
out
Greer.
next year.
Yeah. He's pretty good at West Virginia.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's really isn't that much talent-wise.
There's no
like
hype.
NFL,
There's no hype around them either.
Absolutely, like how it was last year. Yeah. Like there's no proven NFL quarterbacks ready, NFL-ready quarterbacks coming into this draft. Like how there was last year.
Yeah, I mean they were talking about Sam Darnold in September last year.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Right.
Yeah, same thing with Baker and all the other guys that got drafted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. Anything else you got to say about the Eagles?
No, like I said, we needed to get a win. We got the win. We looked great doing it for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think
let's get on a roll here now.
Yeah.
You gotta get on the train and keep marching.
And I think this win Thursday night is really gonna spark this team to go on a run that we need.
I mean, you have to go on a run now.
Mm-hmm.
You already lost 3 games. I mean, if you lose one more, that's already 4 losses. So.
Yep.
I mean, at this point of the Eagles, I wouldn't even worry about getting the number 1 seed because it's just going to run through L.A. I mean, at this point, nobody's stopping L.A. I mean, they're 5-0. You know what I mean? The number 1 seed is already going to be L.A. So you can either go for the 2
only
seed.
Other shot
fight
for the
for the
number 1.
division.
Only other shot is the Saints.
Yeah.
The Saints could possibly catch them, but that's about it.
I mean, we could win the rest of our games, go 13-3, get the number 1 seed.
I mean, that would be shocking at this point. But I mean, if they get it matters if they get a running back. They need another weapon. So, like, Wentz doesn't have to clearly
I'm just not comfortable
Wentz.
going from week to week with Corey and Wendell running the ball for
I
me.
know.
That's
I don't
the
know.
only thing that takes me
I hate
away.
Wendell Smallwood. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just don't like him at all.
No.
I just think he's a backup. I don't want him. I don't want him starting.
Yeah, he's trash. He fumbled the ball in the Dallas game, and he ruined the whole.
Who fumbled the ball like in the mid 4th quarter at the end
It
there?
was Wendell Smallwood.
Yeah.
Thank God he fell on top of it too.
Holy crap!
Yep.
Remember when Jay fumbled up to 7 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yep.
What the fuck is Deuce Staley doing with these running back shit? Fuck.
Imagine if we had Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, they would never put the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
Yep. Crazy.
I just don't get how everybody's so. They don't want Le'Veon. He's the best back in the league, and you can get him for dirt cheap.
They have draft picks too. It's not
have,
like they don't have
the
resources.
The Steelers have absolutely no leverage at all.
Mm-hmm.
To get the Steelers are not going to ask for a first round because then it's going to be like, how are you asking for a first round? The dude hasn't even played yet. You know what I mean? So I mean, a fourth could work. A fourth and like something else for next year too could work. It's like 2 draft picks.
I think it's definitely going to take at least a second. That's just I don't know.
It's true. Okay. We'll move on to our second topic. It's, do we want Le'Veon? Like, do we want him?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I think if you can add Le'Veon, this offense will go on a run. It's just gonna roll. I mean, like what Scotty said. If you pair Le'Veon with Carson Wentz, it's gonna be deadly, man.
Right.
It really is. And Le'Veon's that type of back that can do everything for you.
Mm-hmm.
Pass block, run, catch it out of the backfield, run between between the tackles. He can do everything for you.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
I definitely want him. It's just, can you get him and will the Steelers let him up? And it's like you said, you're okay with the 1-year rental. You still have to pay Wentz in the future, so there's just so many variables to work out.
The Steelers are ready to give him up so easily, and they're
because he didn't show up. I mean, if he was showing up, there wouldn't be any.
They're
like if he was showing up and playing the games, then yeah, you would have to give up a first-round pick.
Mm.
You know what I mean? The dude hasn't touched the field in almost 8 months now.
Yeah.
Might be going on to 9.
Yep.
I mean, see, but here's the thing: would you? See, I've seen a lot of things out there that it's like a 4th rounder in Brandon Graham.
Mm-hmm.
See, to me, that's too much for a guy that hasn't touched the field yet.
I'd honestly do that though. You know
Brandon,
how much.
Brandon Graham.
And he likes Brandon Graham.
You know how much I love Brandon Graham, but
Yeah.
we're so deep at defensive end.
Yeah.
I think Derek Barnett is going to be a stud.
Yeah, I mean Derek Barnett.
I totally agree with that, and I wouldn't be shocked if we let Brandon Graham walk because of that, because of Derek Barnett. He can just fill that hole right there.
Right. Yeah, we're definitely not going to pay Brandon Graham. He said he's going to leave via free agency this year anyway. So, I
would like to pay him just because of how much I like him,
Right.
but it's not really realistic when
Yeah.
you have so much depth.
Right.
And you have other needs. You're going to need to pay a left tackle in the future. You have to pay Wentz. you're gonna need a running back. So
Right.
and it's not even worth it to put all your money in defense today because of how the rules are set up for the offense.
Right.
Too. I mean, obviously you want a stout defense, but honestly, I would take explosive players on off. It's all about points today. You can barely hit the quarterback. We see these roughing the passer calls that are fucking bullshit.
Right.
So you might as well play the game that way the NFL wants to play it.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. I do want Le'Veon Bell. I think he'd fit our offense perfectly. With that being said, he does have kind of a lot of baggage. Like, I mean, not like off the field stuff, but like a me type player. Like he's not showing up to play, and that's his doing because he's losing like $600,000 a week, or more than that probably.
Yeah, we're lucky. Our offense doesn't really have any of those type players. Even Alshon's such a quiet dude.
Yeah.
And so is Ertz. And they as long as somebody scores, it seems like they're happy. I guess you could say Ajayi's our most like me type player. But I mean, Ajayi's done. We don't really got to worry about him anymore.
Yeah, he is. I mean, do you see him come back next year?
No,
absolutely
he's
not.
Done.
No.
Yeah, he's done.
See him? Yeah, that was quick. Any
Well, when you're getting injured every other week and you're fumbling every other week too. I mean, that's a big part.
That's true.
And he just looks slower this year too.
Yeah, he does.
You got anything over there on Facebook?
I'll pull that up real quick.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, there's nothing on YouTube. Actually, there was. But
Yeah, F. Deems agrees with me. He doesn't like Smallwood, sucks at pass blocking. He runs hard, so what?
So what? So what? Yeah, Smallwood sucks.
James. I almost said Jason Tatum. Jesus Christ. James Tatum says he's all in on Le'Veon, and then he also goes on to says, don't sleep on Josh Sweat either.
Josh Sweat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't seen much from him, but I mean, I've only heard good things about him.
Do you like Josh Adams?
I do like Josh Adams, but I mean, we need a serious running back at this
Yeah.
point.
He's kind of big for nothing. Wait.
I don't know. We haven't really seen that much of him. The few runs that he had in the what game did he play? The Titans game?
Yeah.
Or the Colts? I think it was the Colts game, maybe.
Yeah, Colts and Titans.
He looked decent, but I mean, another undrafted running back. I mean, can we get another diamond in the rough like Corey Clement? Possibly.
Maybe.
But I mean, he just doesn't get a lot of
See,
opportunities.
but Corey Clement was so obvious because he was an undrafted undrafted rookie, and
so was Josh Adams.
yeah, but you know what? Corey Clement had great stats at Wisconsin, and nobody picked this guy up. Like that was an obvious pickup, and I don't know what other teams were seeing, but it wasn't really a diamond in the rough. He had great stats at Wisconsin.
If you go undrafted, I think you're diamond in the rough, though.
Yeah, but it
mean,
didn't make any sense. Like I don't know. It's just me. I think he broke records there too. Josh Adams was a baller at ND, yeah, but that's ND. Like Notre Dame, they don't really produce great players anymore. F Team says he is like blunt. He needs more carries to get going. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, he's everything to prove. We've barely seen anything of him. I mean,
right.
Hopefully, we don't want to get to that point where he's like at the starter. That'd probably be a nightmare at this point. But
Right.
obviously, if they're trying to trade for a running back, Howie doesn't see much in him.
Yeah, but Howie's kind of overrated. I to be.
Well,
I know, you're
Howie's got to make
You
a trade.
hate Howie now.
I don't like Howie.
He's got to
I've
make a
never liked
trade.
Howie.
He messed up on the Josh Gordon trade, and he's got to make a trade now for a running back.
He's not going to. I'm telling you right now. You guys are going to be so disappointed when he does not make a trade, and I'll just be sitting back saying, hey, this guy sucks.
He's definitely gonna make a trade. They have so many picks, and
Yeah.
after what they did last year at the trade deadline
Yeah,
to get
11
Ajayi,
picks.
Yeah.
11
I mean,
picks to work with.
there's nothing holding it back besides.
Yeah, we have
the
11 picks.
And they
11
just
picks
did
to
that Fletcher Cox restructure. Like, why would they be doing that right now to set up the future? Like, that doesn't really make much sense to me.
It's stupid. Yeah, I don't know. Like, one of the most overrated GMs ever, and everyone's giving him credit for the Super Bowl.
You give credit to Joe Douglas,
Yeah,
right?
of course I do. He came in and we won immediately. Like, I mean,
For real.
we won immediately when he came in.
Didn't take much time at all.
No. All right. Jay the Goat said one mistake doesn't make you overrated, man. Well, making Chip Kelly the GM over you makes you overrated. So there you go. We're gonna go to break right now. See you on YouTube after the break. Facebook, come on over. It's gonna be juicy.
We're back.
Yep. What is up, everybody? We're on the second half of the Hooligans here in Mount Ephraim, New Jersey.
Good old Mount Ephraim, right?
Yep, Real Talk Studios. Sponsored by Skazano Sports Center, 5 Carnegie Plaza, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 856-889-3434. Find them on the web, skazanosports.com. Okay.
We're back.
We are back. So, I'm going to address the big elephant in the room. All right? And
Finally, right?
And by that, I
Pass the
mean...
popcorn. Here we go, boys.
And by that, I mean that guy out there in Bakersfield, California that says he was an Eagles fan since age 2, which is pretty much impossible. So, yes, me and EDP have beef. If you guys didn't see it last night, maybe you're hiding under a fucking rock. I don't know. At one point, it was actually trending on Twitter, and that was pretty bad. Yeah, you know what? EDP, he started with me last Sunday when he put out a video saying, I don't know shit about football, when I said that Carson Wentz didn't look like himself, and it was just my opinion. So what does he do? He puts out a video that goes out to 300,000 fucking subscribers saying that I don't know shit about football. What do you expect me to do? Just sit back and take it up the ass? Like, no, I'm not going to do that, all right? He started it. I buried him. Then he got mad about it, all right? When I respond to someone and I talk shit, I go for the throat. I hold nothing back, all right? He got his feelings hurt. He made a 17 fucking minute video about me because he got up all of his feelings. So what happens? His trolls, not his fans, his trolls come after me because I told the truth, all right? Nobody in Philadelphia fucking likes you. Nobody. I defended you for 4 fucking years? 4 years I defended your fucking big ass. I don't even know what to call you. You're huge. You're like, there's some big fucking people on the set, all right? I'm overweight myself. I'll admit that because I'm not a fucking bitch. There's Greg, there's Mike, and there's Ralph. Okay, we're all pretty big guys, all right? You would devour all of them. You're fucking huge, okay? I defended your big ass for the longest time. I'm the only one in the Philadelphia area that ever liked you, all right? And what do? You come at the only guy that ever defended you. And you know what? I'm spending no more time on you. I don't give a fuck if people dislike my shit. I don't care. You're irrelevant to me. Nobody likes you, all right? And you gained all your weight back. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm moving on with my life because, listen, I got priorities. I got this. You got your shit. Wipe your ass with some garbage-ass products. I don't care anymore. Bye-bye. All right, let's move on.
Glad you got that off your chest.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going on to the Flyers and Sixers. That's a nice way to go. All right, so the Philadelphia Flyers, who they play today?
Vegas.
Ducks.
They play Vegas?
Yeah, they're tied 1-1 after the first.
Oh, shit, it's at home?
Yeah,
Okay.
at home.
All right, so
Is Gritty playing?
we always play well against Vegas. I don't know what it is. We don't play well against lesser opponents, but we play well against Vegas. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be all that this year, but then again, you never know. It's Philadelphia's such a weird
It just
town when it comes
seems
to
like,
sports.
especially with the Flyers, it's year in and year out wild card berth
Yeah.
or first round elimination.
Right.
And until you change the mentality and the philosophy from the front office down, I mean, that's what you're going to get. I mean,
Yeah.
look what the Eagles did. They had to bring in Joe Douglas to change the philosophy.
Right.
You know, you have to do something different if you want different results.
Right. No, they have to fire, like Rob said when he was on the show, they have to bring in guys that understand the game in this now, not back in the 70s.
Yeah.
And Ron Hextall, you know, I like him. I liked him as a goalie, but as a GM, he kind of sucks. And I don't see any need for him. And Hextall looks like a zombie behind the fucking bench, the head coach.
Yeah, he looks lifeless.
Yeah, he does. I mean, they don't have a goalie right now. If you put a Hart there, that fills a void. But, you know, other than that, I just don't see any hope for the team when it comes to winning the Stanley Cup this year. But maybe somewhere down the road, you know, you have players like Nolan Patrick, JVR, who's injured. You know, you have some key bright spots, but at the same time, I just, you know what, I don't know.
Sorry, I'm just reading the comments right now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, all of his trolls are coming in right now, and guess what? I don't give a shit. I really don't. It is what it is. All right. Do we have anything over here on YouTube?
Damn, Taken is in here.
Oh, Tekken is my role.
Yeah, or Tekken, yeah.
Yeah, it's my dude. All right. Fire Hackstall. I want to go that quick, you know. And then Ryan said, "Fly Eagles fly." Yep. Smiley. What is that? What's that emoji? Oh, it's laughing face. Yep. And Brown sign Brashad Perriman.
Really?
Yeah, they just signed Brashad Perriman.
Well, that's breaking news.
Yeah.
Someone said they want Tom to call in live to respond to the beef going on.
Wait, what?
They want Tom to call in live to respond.
Go ahead. I don't care.
You interview people about this, you know.
Tom would be fucking loud. He'd break my eardrum. You know, love Tom. They were trashing Nolan Patrick, saying he was overrated. He's not overrated. He's going to be the best player on the team in 2 years. You know, Claude Giroux's on his way out. Voracek's on his way out. They're ruining these guys' primes. I didn't really like Giroux to begin with because I think he's more of a stat patter than an actual, like leader. But, you know, the Philadelphia Flyers, it's just weird because they don't have defense. They stick with the same guys like Manning and McDonald. I don't really see them doing well.
Like I said, it's like the same team as years past.
Yeah.
Until something changes, there's not much really to talk about with the Flyers.
Yep.
You know, I mean, you've got highs and lows. Don't get me wrong, but
Exactly.
that's pretty much all it is.
Yeah. So how do you think the Sixers are going to do this year?
I'm actually really excited for the Sixers this year.
Why is that?
Because they're actually a favorite somewhat going into the season for the first time in a while. Favorite.
Like, what's favorite mean?
Like to compete, like to be like a top 5 team at least.
I mean, they'll be a top 5 team, but they're not winning the NBA title.
But even like last year was kind of like a surprise run because we didn't know when we know what we had, but we didn't know how far we could go.
Yeah.
Now there's actually like real expectations.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm very honest when it comes to my Philadelphia sports. The Sixers are going to be maybe a little bit better than last year. They're not going to get past Boston. It's not, you know, like Ralphie said earlier, you know, Boston's more of a complete team than us, and people think we're going to be the 1 seed. They're on crack.
Especially in basketball, like the better teams just win. You know, talent really wins over everything.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you have LeBron, I mean, you're going to go to the finals.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but the funny thing about that is, and I love saying this, you know, as much as I love LeBron James, they have no fucking shot out there in the West.
Yeah, I'm sure Ralphie loves that.
Okay.
Absolutely
No shot.
no fucking shot, Ralphie.
We're going to beat the Warriors for you guys.
Oh, my
We'll see you in the finals.
God.
We'll see you in the finals.
My
We'll see you in the finals.
God. He
I
has
want you
no
guys
clue.
in the finals. I want you guys in the
No
finals.
clue.
Sixers stink anyway. You guys might.
They don't. All right, they don't stink. I'm just not.
You
I'm
guys
not,
might get a
I'm
first
not
round
just
exit. You bums.
I'm just
You
not.
bums.
I'm just not like everyone blowing the fucking Sixers. I'm honest about them. All right.
Yeah, Sixers stink. They
Yeah.
didn't do anything in the offseason.
They got bounced.
Have fun.
I
have fun
said
with,
that.
Have fun with Boston, you bums.
Dude, I said that.
Have fun with Boston.
They did absolutely nothing.
Sixers stink, Scotty.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
No,
They
they
don't stink. What the?
After that argument,
fuck?
it's hard to, you know, I agree.
Add nobody 1 seed yet. Get the fuck out of here. They added fucking Hayward and Irving.
And
back.
Kyrie back, healthy. Have fun with that.
It's like it's simple.
Thank God I'm not in the East. We just
Yeah.
gotta worry about one team. the
LeBron.
Warriors.
LeBron only went to the Lakers because
of why?
of his finals record. He went.
my
He knew
God.
he wasn't gonna make it, so he went to the Lakers. He copped out.
You want to
know?
make movies too, you know.
What?
You want to make movies out there, you know.
He doesn't give a fuck about that shit. He's going to. I don't even know why he chose the Lakers. The Lakers have no shot of going to the finals this year. They have none, and it's like it doesn't even make sense. Like
They have a shot because of LeBron. That's literally the only reason why.
no, they have
That's the
no
only reason
shot.
why.
They have no shot. Lonzo Ball is one of the most pathetic number 2 picks I've ever seen in my life. One of the,
Yeah. Did your first pick fucking play at all last season?
our first pick.
Yeah, Markelle Fultz.
No,
Yo, get fleeced by Boston again, you bums.
fleeced by Boston. Yes,
Yeah.
our B team. Their B team beat us. Yes.
Beat us badly.
Yeah.
You guys only could win 1 game.
No, and I said that the whole offseason.
And you're
Hold
saying
on.
it this year too that they're
Yeah.
not going to get past.
Dude, Ben
Boston.
Simmons got figured out, bro.
What?
Ben Simmons got
Ben
figured out
Simmons
last
is
year.
great, but he can't shoot.
Okay, so that's
Yeah, a shooter
so
that- a
Clyde
shooter
Delane
that
and make him
can't
shoot the
shoot, right?
15-foot jumper.
Yeah.
Right? Ben
What?
Simmons stinks.
He doesn't stink. He's
Yes,
probably.
he does. He stinks.
I'll be honest with you. I think he's gonna go to the Lakers in 4 years.
He's the easiest person to game plan for. Just Clyde Delane. Make him shoot. Make him shoot. Yep.
Dude, like I don't know. Like fuck. Like
all summer long, I heard, "Oh, LeBron's coming to Philly. It's a done deal. You know, him and Ben are boys." Guess what? What's he wearing across his chest?
Lakers.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Purple.
Okay.
Yep.
Wearing purple. It makes
Purple
no
and yellow,
sense.
baby.
It makes no sense.
Yep.
He just doesn't want to.
It's all right.
It makes no sense.
It's all right.
You guys have no team.
We have no team. We have a better team that LeBron is with that he was in Cleveland with.
What?
LeBron has a better team now than he did in Cleveland, and that's facts.
Maybe.
That's facts.
I mean, Kuzma's all right. Ingram's okay.
Oh my God! Don't watch basketball.
I always watch I played basketball, man.
Oh my God!
It's fundamentals.
Okay,
you know?
and I played tennis.
You did?
No, I didn't. But you know,
Okay.
shit.
That would have been a shocker. Honestly.
Yeah.
Tennis is a fuck.
No, my big ass ain't playing no tennis. That's too much movement.
Maybe we tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the remote. There you
Yeah.
go.
Remote.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit.
God.
He's got Lance Stevens.
Lance Stevenson, he's a
Oh
fucking
my
dog.
God! Stop it.
Okay, so who's on the Sixers?
Who's on
Who's on the
same team as
Sixers?
last year?
Okay, you bum ass Sixers. Dude.
Oh my God.
Terrible Sixers.
No, the Sixers are godly, but they're not going to.
Oh my God, godly. But they won't do anything. But they're godly.
They're godly, man.
Oh
I'm
my
telling
God.
you, they're going to be really good in 2 years. Really good, because they're going to see that they need another player, and they're going to get another free agent like Klay Thompson and bring him in.
Another 2 years after that.
Yeah,
right?
and
That'll
guess
be
who's
really
coming
good.
to the Lakers next year?
Who?
Easy money sniper, baby.
Fuck's
KD.
No,
KD's coming to
no,
the
he's
Lakers.
not.
How much you want to bet?
Actually, you know what? I could
How
see
much
that
you wanna
because he's
bet?
a snake.
How much you want to bet?
Nothing.
It's getting too
I
easy
lost
for him,
too
bro.
much money this year.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know
doing
that.
it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know that.
I'm not doing that. No, I really thought the Yankees were going to win the World Series. Like,
That sucks.
I
Well,
thought
you're
it was
wrong
fun.
about that.
we should have.
Yeah.
But whatever. It doesn't fucking matter.
All right, we
Ugh.
go back to the YouTube comments. See what we got going on there.
Yeah, F-Team says J.J. Wilson, Chandler
There he
Surridge,
is.
Embiid, and Simmons. So the fuck what? That's that.
Okay, so you still got to cover Tatum, Brown, Gordon Hayward, Kyrie Irving.
We're
Al
not talking
Horford.
about Boston. We're talking about the Lakers.
Oh, all right. We'll
yeah.
talk about the Lakers more.
All the Lakers have is LeBron James. They literally that's all,
LeBron James.
that's all they
That's
have
all
is
we
LeBron
have.
James. He's laughing
Okay.
at his new acquisition.
Okay.
That's great.
Oh my
I love
God.
it.
That's
That
all
new
we have is
acquisition.
LeBron James. That's crazy.
Yeah, he only went there to film Space Jam. We all know.
Oh
it.
my God. Yeah. Okay. You guys are all clueless.
We all know
Clueless
it.
and delusional.
We all know it.
Oh my God.
What other movie was he in? The chick flick? What was it?
Trainwreck?
Yeah, Trainwreck.
Yeah.
There he is,
Yeah,
Ryan
there it is.
Brodo, my
There he is.
man.
Ryan,
There
there
he
it
Hello.
is.
Yeah, Ralphie
Special.
made me get on the mic. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. What up, Rye?
Hello,
Sixers
man.
stink, and you do also.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do. Really?
Yeah.
Come. I love how your biggest defense about the Lakers is talking about the Celtics.
Yeah.
It is though. You guys are gonna have a.
It's like a
It is, though. I know it is,
mechanism,
though.
right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh wait, I can't talk about my team because my
Why
team
is it-
finished
why-
11th in the Western Conference last year, so I'm going
Okay,
to talk
with-
about
with
the Boston
35
Celtics.
Wins, with 35 wins, right? So LeBron's gonna add 20 more wins onto that. That's 55
Jesus
wins.
Christ.
Okay,
oh my
right?
God.
That's a lot of math. Ralphie.
Okay, have fun with Boston.
No,
That's
all
all I
right,
gotta
all
say.
right. So you're basically saying he's going to add 22 more wins as one player. Okay.
Absolutely.
If he was over here in the Eastern Conference, I can understand that. Not in the Western Conference.
Oh my God.
It's not happening. You have the Warriors probably 6 times a year. You have Houston 6 times a year. Wait, maybe not. You
No,
have
they don't play in the conference. They don't. Not.
Yeah, no. You have all of these juggernaut powerhouse teams now. He didn't go there to win. He did not do that. He
Okay.
went there because it's a good spot for his family to live. He wants to be an actor
Then if he didn't want to come here to win, then why is he playing basketball?
because he's in the twilight of his career and he's getting paid.
He's still getting paid.
Yeah.
You have to understand, Ralphie, a big part of going to LA, like he said numerous times, was a family move because
Yeah.
he already has a house out here. His kids already know people out here. It's a family move.
Yeah.
I don't criticize
That's
him for
fine.
doing that, but
That's
that
fine.
you have to understand there's a level of that as well.
All right. Well, when we see you guys in the finals this year,
Oh my God.
That's
Jesus
good. That's-
Christ.
that's
In
gonna be
year
great.
one.
Dude,
Year
they
one
just-
of LeBron.
the Warriors just got DeMarcus Cousins, probably the best center in the
who
league.
won't play until April, March?
Well, that's
March,
when it
April.
matters. That's when the
Yeah, that's
NBA
when it
matters.
matters.
And he's coming back from Achilles. You know how hard it is to come back from Achilles?
Not
for a
hard
fo-
when you just
for
have
a
to stand
basketball
there
player?
and dunk.
Oh
Not,
my God.
not, it's not hard at all when you don't have to play
Yeah.
until, like you said,
He
April
doesn't
or
have
May.
he doesn't have to do anything. Look at the team around him. He just has to stand there, look pretty, and fucking shoot the ball 2 feet away.
We'll take the Warriors down for you guys. Don't
Oh
worry.
my! No, you won't. The Warriors
Okay.
would win that series in 3, and it goes 7.
My God.
That's how
Okay.
fucking that's how
You're crazy, dude.
unfair that
You're
would
crazy.
be. That would I would
You're
take
crazy.
I would take a point spread of -20. Like
Oh
that's
my God.
I really would. Like I'm not even joking. The Lakers they suck. The Lakers suck.
How?
They just suck. They don't have a good team.
Okay.
Like they have LeBron James. It's Cleveland West. That's what it is.
Let me ask you
Even
this,
West.
Ralphie.
What's up?
Okay, for LeBron, that's going to be coming down the floor every time, and he's going to be passing it off. Who's shooting?
Yeah.
And who's
Brandon-
going to actually
Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo, right? Because oh my God, he
Oh
got
my God.
bigger. His shot still sucks. It might be worse.
Brandon Ingram is your shooter.
Oh, Brandon Ingram.
You
I've been
also
waiting
got-
for 17 years for
also
Brandon
got-
Ingram to finally get
Yeah.
better.
You also got KCP, who's also a shooter as well.
Who the fuck is
KCP.
that?
Yeah.
Contavious
your
Caldwell
shooter?
Pope.
Who's your shooter? Because you're bringing two shooters that can't shoot on
I'm
the floor
sorry,
either.
J.J. Redick, somebody who led
Oh
the
my
entire
God.
league in that
He's
stat.
an
I'm
actual
sorry.
shooter.
J.J.
Yeah.
Redick.
I'm sorry.
He's an actual
Oh,
shooter.
J.J. Redick, I know he led the entire league in that
Yeah.
stat. I'm sorry.
J.J. Redick, he's so good.
And
I
he's
know
good.
he is. Thank you.
Yeah.
He's very good.
That's a great
Very
compliment
good.
from you.
Extremely good. He's better than any shooter on your fucking team.
Okay.
He is. Who is better?
Who is better?
He's not better than KCP.
Oh my God.
KCP.
Who is that?
Oh my God.
Contavious Caldwell Pope.
Who
You
is
guys
that?
worry
I
about
don't trust
your,
anybody with 3 names,
you guys worry
especially in
about-
Los
You
Angeles.
First
guys
names.
worry about your Sixers. I'll worry about my Lakers.
Well, it seems like you're worrying about the Sixers a lot
Sixers open
now.
up on Tuesday, don't
Well,
they?
well, at least we know we're not going to fucking win the championship. You're in delusion to think you have a shot.
Yeah, we know it's an uphill climb, Ralph.
Yeah, it is. It's a big uphill climb.
You guys got to deal with Boston. And while they're-
Boston, baby.
You have to deal with the
No, but
freaking
listen,
Warriors.
You're not letting me fucking finish.
Oh,
Listen,
you've had enough.
Listen.
You've said enough.
Okay. You guys got to worry about Boston more than we do with the Warriors because here's
That's
the thing.
maybe the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire
No,
life.
because the Warriors team is one season away from disbanding. What are you talking about?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how does even if
Absolutely.
that was true, how does that affect
Because
Now.
Boston still has their young talent on their team. They're not
Kyle?
Gonna be,
I'm
they're not
sorry.
Gonna be getting rid of their team.
This is why I didn't
Yeah.
jump on the freaking mic. This is
Yeah.
why I didn't do it.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
all right. No, it's totally all right because he's in delusion. It
Oh,
is
I'm
what it
fucking
is.
delusional.
This is what I deal with every Wednesday, my
Yeah,
man.
my
it
God.
happens. No, I watch and it's funny.
Oh,
you know?
I got something on Wednesday too. I can't
Was that
wait.
cheap plug?
Can't
Yeah.
wait.
Well, I'm not going to remember.
Okay.
Oh my God, Laker fans, gotta love them.
Yo, Tuesdays when the Sixers open up, right?
Yeah,
Against who?
Boston.
Oh, that's enough.
So it's a 5-point spread up in Boston. I'm gonna take the points.
That's enough.
I take the points
Take the
too.
points. It's
Good
Boston's
night.
first game with that core. We're
Good
coming
night.
back and we're gonna win.
Good night.
Yeah, I'm not saying we'll beat them in the 7-game series,
That
but
good night.
you know,
Good night.
he's just mad.
Good night.
It's okay. We don't know. Laker fans are dummies.
Yeah. Okay.
They're in LA land, right?
They're
Yeah.
worse than Cowboys fans.
La la.
They really are.
La La
Oh my
land.
God, worse than Cowboys.
They
fans.
are.
It's a fair statement.
Yeah.
Well,
they
usually,
really are.
usually Lakers fans are Cowboys.
They get the best
fans,
player
so.
they've ever
Yep.
had, and they like Kobe more. Like what the fuck? And then they pin over the mural.
Don't put that on my name.
What?
Don't put that on my name.
LeBron's the best player you've ever had, ever,
Damn.
And he hasn't played a.
ever, and he hasn't played a second. The best player ever.
Any rebuttal to that, Ralphie?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Kobe.
I'm sorry, Kobe.
Yep. So that is ownage. All right, Tekken. Tekken is my world said Warriors have killed the NBA. Yeah, they have. I'm not
Yep.
disagreeing with
Well,
that.
they, yeah, they ruined the NBA on the 2nd of July.
Yeah.
Literally
Yep.
2 days into free agency, they already made up their mind who's going to win the championship.
He also said he's boycotting the NBA. They're gonna miss your money, dude. I'm telling you that right now. What the hell just happened? Okay. Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball sucks.
Oh my God.
Lonzo Ball. He's a good solicitor, but he sucks as a shooter. Like I mean, like you could shoot better.
Probably.
Like-
a shooter that can't shoot.
He goes
right?
out of his way to shoot. Like he goes like out here. Doesn't that hurt your arm? Like
Oh,
it's like-
hyperextending it. Yeah.
I just don't- like what? What the fuck is that? His dad told him that. Probably. Actually, I think he did.
I'm sure his dad taught him a lot of things, right?
Yeah, to talk. That's all he can do. David in Atlanta said, "Sup Nitro, sup Scotty, how you been? What is your channel? What?
Let's talk about my channel, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really make videos anymore, but it's your boy Scotty. I'm here.
F Team says Laker fans are annoying,
Here
saying
and
the
there.
obvious.
What up, F Teams? I'll
Yeah.
see you Wednesday. You know where to find me on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
You bum.
Sixers going to the finals, my guy. Listen, they can. I just don't see it because I'm a realistic fan. Like, can they catch a diamond in the rough and get hot? Yeah. But last year they were the hottest team going into the playoffs, and
it
they
didn't matter.
fell
He
apart.
got beat by the B
And like,
team.
yeah,
the Boston
And like I said
Celtics.
before, like the NBA, it's all about,
Bye-bye.
whoever has the more talent is going
Bye-bye.
to win.
Yeah.
Especially like a 7-game series. I mean,
Right.
the better team's going to come out of that,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, and Boston's team wasn't even that good. They just passed the ball around a lot. They made us jump up. Their passing was ridiculous.
Oh, man, the East is so weak now with LeBron.
And they figured out Ben Simmons, how to stop Ben Simmons.
Yeah, they let him wide open. Let him
They
shoot
just
the ball.
clogged the lane and told him, okay, if you're gonna beat us, you're not gonna beat us driving the lane now. You're gonna have to make your jump shots.
Right.
And they totally took him out.
the one thing that gives me, a big glimmer of hope, because right now I agree. I think we're going to be the number 2 seed.
Yeah.
The one thing that makes me still hopeful that we could be a 1 seed or pass them in the playoffs, their 2 centerpieces, Gordon Hayward and obviously Kyrie Irving, are extremely injury prone. You know Kyrie's going to be out for an extended period of time, and I wouldn't be surprised if Gordon Hayward does as well.
Right.
So we could be right back in the same situation in the playoffs where we're playing the exact same team as last year.
Yeah, in the Eastern Conference final. Oh, this year would be the Eastern Conference
I mean, that's most likely to happen. So you just have to. I'm gonna say if they get lucky, but
who's the other team that's gonna go up against us? Toronto. Maybe.
Possibly the Raptors.
It's those 3 and everybody else.
Toronto.
Well, Toronto's a fucking pretender. Anyway, they're a regular season team, and we'll see now. They got a new coach.
Yeah.
They added Kawhi, so we'll see what happens.
Well, Miami was really close to getting Jimmy Butler, and then he hung up the phone and said, "We want picks, bitch." And he was like, "Motherfucker." That was pretty funny. I read
that ended
this morning.
quick.
Yeah, they're not calling back. Portland owns you. What does that even mean? Oh, I was talking about the Lakers. Yeah, everyone owns the Lakers right now. They're irrelevant. Yeah, Lakers fans, you gotta love them. Well, hey, listen. Everyone talks shit to me for being a Yankee fan, but at least we're smart. We're not stupid.
Yeah.
You know?
They talked a lot of shit on Monday night too.
Yeah, they did.
Funny as shit.
I mean, we got beat 16-1 on Monday. That was a treat.
Yeah, you did. And you were at
And
the
Wednesday.
game.
I was out there.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, I was
Waste
there
your money.
too.
I'll ask you, and I'm not making fun of it. Was
make
that
fun of 'em.
game? Was that game the 16-1? Was that the lowest you've felt as a Yankees fan?
You should have seen.
How about as a fan?
You should have
Okay.
seen the rage coming out of his pores.
Yeah.
You know, honestly.
Do you remember
I should have took video of that, but you probably would have threw my phone.
Yeah. No, I was so mad at one point and so disgusted at one point. The Sox fans were just cheering for the team.
Yeah.
No, and I got upset over
You know what's a
that.
good comparison? You were like OBJ when he punched the fan on the sideline.
Yeah.
That's how you were after the game.
I got the scar right here.
Yeah,
What a head case he is, though.
You were beating up inanimate objects.
Would you want
I
Odell
beat
on the
that wall,
Eagles?
by the way.
Yeah.
What?
Would you want Odell on the Eagles?
We don't really need him with Alshon.
Talent-wise, I would take him, but the head case that he fucking brings to a team.
I'll take Antonio
Yeah.
A
Brown.
mop on his head.
Tell the story about the woman that kicked you out of the chair too.
Yeah, I
at the
sit
Yankees
down for
game.
2 seconds because I needed a breather. She's like, "Sir, you gotta move." And I was
This
like,
was right
no,
after he went
no,
psycho after the
"No,
the
no."
loss.
And I told her, I was like, "What? Is someone sitting here?" and
then she told he told an aunt to watch you, right? Watch
Yeah.
your friend.
Yeah,
Watch him.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that was not a pleasant experience that night.
That wasn't fun. There was nothing fun about that game, and it was because Judge played New York at Fenway Park. That's the only reason why they came in and won.
Start spreading the news, right?
Yeah. The Red Sox go fucking lick my fucking. I hate the Red Sox so much. I hate the Red Sox more than I hate the Cowboys.
What about the Giants?
I hate the Red Sox.
I feel like you don't hate the Giants
I hate the
anymore
Red
because we
Sox.
own the Giants, you know?
I don't like anything Boston. Like I just.
What about the
despise
Patriots?
them.
I don't really mind the Patriots, to be honest.
No, because we beat them. That's why we don't really mind them. We did. Minded them big time.
They got revenge in the preseason, right?
What's my record prediction for the Sixers? I'm gonna go 54 and 20. Wait, 54 and. I'm trying to add. 54 and.
Just say how many games are going to
54 and 28.
I could see around 50, 55, 60 games.
Yeah. Yeah, and then David Atlanta said Red Sox versus Dodgers. Fuck you. I love you, buddy. TTP Ballins at 61 and 21.
There you go, TTP.
Nah.
I don't agree, but
That's
Good for you,
That's
buddy.
Yeah.
optimism right
Yeah.
there.
I like the optimism, but I don't agree. I think
Nah.
56 around there.
That's
Yeah.
where they max out.
Ralphie, what about you? What's your record prediction for the Sixers? And then if you want, you can throw your little Lakers
guys
one in
won't
there.
even
If you want
touch
to throw
30
30.
Well,
You
we're
guys are not even
we're
touch
gonna
30
sweep the
wins.
Lakers, so there's 2 wins right there.
Yeah. Easy win.
Oh, by the
Easy
way,
win.
I'm trying to get tickets for the game.
Yeah.
Sure
Trying
you
to
are.
Trying to all of us.
They're
go.
they're
Yeah,
expe-
get a
they're-
box,
they're
right?
expensive.
Yeah, get a box.
Get a
Yeah.
suite.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll probably go to that game.
Yeah, the new Wells Fargo suites, right?
Yeah.
Have
yeah,
you been
it's
in there
nice.
since they
Get
redid
some
it?
group
Yeah.
tickets.
Yeah, it's nice.
I have not been in there yet
It's
since
nice.
they redid it.
Yeah, it's nice. I went to the preseason game.
How was the Giants suite? Was that really nice too? That MetLife, or
It
was
was a
alright?
mezzanine club. It was pretty decent. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a little overpriced for what the ticket was, but
But you got it for free. So.
no. But I'm saying, like, if I were to spend money, if I were rich, I'd.
Imagine
I don't think I'd sit there.
Imagine it at the Eagles game. Holy shit!
What?
A suite at the Eagles game?
It's probably less because New York, everything's double.
I don't know. The tickets were cheap though
No,
for that game.
well, the ticket where I sat
went
at,
down.
the face value was $500.
Dude, it was a rough week in New York between the Yankees and the Giants. Holy shit.
Good. Good.
Holy crap.
Fuck New York.
Phillies fans fucking hate on the Yankees, even though
Good.
we're not even rivals.
Good.
It's so pathetic. It's just so
I'm
fucking
just thinking.
pathetic.
I just thought about that. How bad a week they had.
So pathetic.
I think the Rangers lost too. I think the Rangers lost like 3 games.
So pathetic. All you have to say is 27-2, and then they shut up. That's it. 27 rings, bitch. Okay. I hope. All right. So Jay the Goat said a really nasty comment. I hope everyone on the Celtics suffers a gruesome ACL tear.
Oh
Jesus
wow.
JK.
Is he a Sixers fan?
JK.
Is he a Sixers fan?
I don't know.
Hopefully not.
That sucks.
Definitely not a Lakers fan.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I never wish injury on anybody.
Yeah, you
Nope.
can't do that anymore. It's a different world now.
No.
You know.
This man right here is the king of that.
Yeah. Well, he hoped Deshaun Watson tore his ACL. I remember that.
Remember that, Ralphie?
And he did.
Every game last year, I had to talk you down, and look what happened. It's your fault that
We won
Wentz
a
got
Super
hurt
Bowl
last year.
'cause of it.
Oh, because
you
of
go.
your nonsense.
Actually,
okay.
no. I'll say this. I was watching the Red Sox game. I hate the Red Sox though. I said I wished Chris Sale tore his knee out. Like I hate the Red Sox, so it's whatever. Yeah. Jay the Goat said he's a Sixers fan.
Nice.
Yeah. Good. You're smart.
Yeah, go Sixers, right?
You know. Lakers suck. I can't
You
wait.
guys are still mad about 0-1, but that's all right.
I can't wait.
0-1.
I can't wait till we face those
Good
bums.
night. Bye-bye.
Yeah. 0-1.
17 years ago.
Maryland's winning 34-0. By the way, that's gross.
Nice.
How's that nice? Playing Rutgers.
I forgot you're a Rutgers fan.
Yeah, huge Rutgers fan. I was there when
What's UD doing? Anyone know about UD?
University of Delaware, Joe
Yeah,
Flacco.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Vinny Papali's on that team.
What?
You know Vinny?
No.
Yeah, he went to Eustis, right
Oh.
down the street.
Okay, that's sweet. I see both LCSs going 6 or 7 games. I see the Houston-Boston series going 7, and I see the Milwaukee Brewers series now going 5. I think the Milwaukee Brewers pull it out in 5 games.
Wow.
Yeah, what they did with Clayton Kershaw yesterday.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yep. Yep.
God damn.
They're a good team.
Yeah.
I like that. Who's that one player? The guy they got from the Marlins.
Christian Yelich.
Oh, yeah.
I like him a lot. And got anything else? What's your record? I already said that. Got to go up a little bit more. All right. He said Celtics shut that shit down. Just remember the Celtics have the best coach. But aren't you a Sixers fan? Didn't you just say you're a Sixers fan?
Celtics do have the best coach in the East.
Yeah.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's definitely smart. I mean, did he ever play the game? Probably not. But he's smart.
I mean, he took Butler back to back-to-back NC title games. So, I mean,
Butler, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he got the gig.
mhm.
Yeah.
At least Boston doesn't have any burner accounts in their franchise, right?
Yeah, there you go.
That's going to be the Lakers soon. They're all going to have them. And people are going to talk so much shit about the Lakers this year.
That's fine.
Because they're going to lose.
That's fine.
Watch them win like 40 games. That'd be
What
fucking
LeBron has a
40
collapse.
games.
Well, how many games do you honestly see them winning, Ralphie?
55 to 56.
I see.
In that range.
That's an issue.
How is
That's
that an issue, though?
That's a big-time issue.
There's only
because
3
that's
teams
false.
in the West. There's
Ralphie.
only 3 teams in the West, though.
Ralphie.
No.
There's only 2 teams in the
Ralphie,
West
I
that
lo-
now we're going
are better
down.
than us.
Ralphie, I love you, but that's stupid.
How is that? There's
That's
only
really
2
bad.
teams in the
That's
West.
so
There's
stupid.
There's
That's
only
really
2
bad.
teams in the West that are better than us.
Shame on you. You're better than that.
No. There's
Okay,
like,
name.
like 4 teams better than
Okay,
you.
who?
I'm going to go Utah Jazz.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go the Golden State Warriors, Houston Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll even make a case for Oklahoma City.
Oh, my God.
Thunder?
Yeah.
Throw some thunder in there.
What about Portland?
Portland?
Portland stinks.
Nah, not Portland. I mean,
OKC stinks, too.
they signed
They
Paul
have to do
George
that
back.
stat pads.
They don't have Carmelo though anymore, and he kills teams. You know, they got to the first round and they got bounced because they're going to do better without Carmelo Anthony. You know, there was actually odds posted if Carmelo Anthony went to the Houston Rockets, they would have a worse shot of going to the playoffs with him. That's how bad he
He's
is.
there now.
Yeah,
So we'll see what
they're
happens.
still going to beat you though.
Oh, my God.
Got some more comments in the YouTubes.
Yeah, pretty much. Dude, they're a good team. There's a good 6 teams better than LA. That's right.
At least, right?
They're just trolling Ralphie.
At least 6.
The
maybe
list is getting bigger
maybe
and bigger.
8. Maybe they missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
Missed the
Another 11
playoffs.
seed, Ralphie?
Missed
Back
the
to back?
playoffs.
Yeah.
I think they missed the playoffs.
Missed the
I
playoffs.
think they missed the playoffs by 1 game.
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh man,
That'll be great.
missed the playoffs.
It's all right. Everyone hates the Lakers. No,
It's fine.
but at least that's rightfully so, because the Sixers lost to the Lakers in the finals, so we could still bring that up.
Need revenge, right?
Yeah. Well,
It's just like Phillies fans about 08.
What?
You know? They still talk about 08.
if they played the Red Sox, they would have lost.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, they played the Rays.
Yeah. Who the Rays? Nobody. If they played the Red Sox, they
The
would have
Rays,
lost that
nobody.
series.
Didn't the Rays win, though, a couple years before that? Or after that?
No, they have no titles.
I thought they won one.
It was a good matchup. You know, they won in 5 games because
It was,
they
in,
played the
it
Rays.
was in Philly's favor, right?
Yeah, because they were home. It was loud. I was rooting for the Phillies that year.
Yeah.
I felt good for
Still
them.
one of the best calls of all time.
I mean, 2 titles in 120 years. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
you got to win sometime. It's like the Cubs. You know.
the Cubs.
Jesus
You
Christ.
really are a goddamn cockroach.
Dude, I mean, like, listen, I don't hate the Phillies. I'm just telling it how it is. It's just what I do. And there's a lot of Phillies fans for whatever reason. But
Yeah, you don't hate the Phillies. You hate the Phillies fans, right?
I think their fans are stupid. Like,
Yeah.
I think, and people say it's the same fan base. No, it's not. It's really not the same fan base as the Flyers, Sixers, and Eagles. It's way different.
It's more family friendly, you know?
It's way more family friendly. Like, it's night and day. You could bring your dogs to the park. You can, like, I mean,
Bring your cat.
you can bring your cat.
Bring your goldfish.
Bring your elderly grandma. Like, I mean, there's no one that's gonna give you a problem there.
Just sit down, have a hot dog, and watch
Until
watch
the
a
playoffs,
blowout.
where everyone else comes and wrecks the day for the old people. You know, throw beer cans and stuff. But the playoffs are a different animal. You know, shit. Hawks will sweep the Sixers. David, I love you, pal.
What's he that?
David in Atlanta, Slitta.
What do you say, Scotty? What?
The Hawks will sweep the Sixers. That's what he said.
And they said, Scotty, I've never seen anyone take down a beer like you. God damn. I can drink a lot.
Yeah, I quit.
Yeah.
I tapped out.
It's probably good.
Yeah.
Just take a break. You don't have to quit.
No,
Just-
I'm tapping out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been, what, 8 years? 7 years?
No, I was senior year in high school.
Okay.
Yep. I'm tapping out. Done. I discussed that earlier. Eagles crazy, yeah. Tommy Hawks were horrible last year. The Hawks are gonna be horrible this year too. They have Trae Young, but I don't see them making really any progress. You know. And it kind of sucks that we stopped talking shit about the Lakers. I was liking that.
Yeah.
No.
Kind of got overblown, though.
Overblown. You can never have too much fun when it comes to talking shit about the Lakers. Red Sox versus Dodgers, no. I still feel like the ghost of Andy Reid and Chip Kelly is roaming around the link. No, not anymore because we won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And
You hear the debate about it's kind of stupid, but the banner, like it should say Super Bowl champions
It
versus
says
world
world
champions.
champions.
I don't know.
I don't like the banner, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, I saw it. I was like, eh.
Kind of plain,
Could have been
right?
better.
We're
yeah.
so negative. Literally negativity city.
Yeah, I was like, me and Zomp were out the game, and we just look up at it. We're like, what?
At least it has Lombardi. It has the Lombardi trophy on
Yeah,
there.
but world champions, like Super Bowl
Yeah.
champions.
Super Bowl champions.
We're the only country that gives a shit about football. Like, it's soccer everywhere else.
Oh yeah, I wonder whose decision that was. Probably Larry's, right?
Huh?
World champions. Who made that decision instead of Super Bowl champions?
Chase Utley. World fucking
World
champions.
Series champions of
What
baseball.
a bad role model. Saying he's cursing in front of kids. He's running into second baseman, tearing their shit.
Oh my god.
What a bad role model. And they're like, they think he's a god. They think he's a
Yeah.
cheater.
Such a cockroach.
No, I'm not a cockroach.
Let them be happy about 08, you know.
You're not a Phillies fan?
I'm like 50-50. I'm not the biggest
Then
baseball
don't
fan.
talk baseball.
Sorry, man. I'm just a troll on the Phillies sometimes.
There's a Twitter handle that says 2008 Phils. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's what the Rob fight got about. Shit.
Yeah, I know. Whatever. Eagles need Bell. I don't think they need him. It would be nice to have him. Jem said world fucking champions. Hey, listen, it's a classic speech. Which one's better, though, the Kelsey speech or that one?
That's tough. I'm
Kelsey
gonna go with
by a
Kelsey.
mile.
Kelsey by a mile?
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
close.
There was a lot of energy in that Chase Utley one, though.
I mean, Kelsey was drunk, so
Kelsey was very drunk.
So was Utley.
he plays.
yeah,
So was Utley.
he was?
That's the only time he speaks. All of the teammates says like he doesn't speak unless he's like hammered.
Yeah. I'm shocked he didn't say anything else, like kiss my ass or whatever.
Kiss my ass.
Nobody else in the world plays NFL football. Yeah, nobody does.
There used to be the European League, not anymore.
They bring it over to London to
Did you see that new league
market
starting
it.
up?
XFL.
There's another one
Yeah,
too.
it's
Like
gonna overtake the NFL. Watch.
the XFL, and then there's some other
USFL.
Yeah, where like Michael Vick's gonna be offensive coordinator for some team or something.
Well, let me
like
tell you
that.
something. XFL is gonna have all the normal rules.
Like I was telling you last night, it's just hard to like build up a fan base. It's so established.
starts somewhere.
You know.
You know, the NFL, in my opinion, isn't gonna be any more in 5 years because they're making too many rules. Nobody's gonna watch the games, and it's a bad product. You know.
Yeah, some of those roughing the passer calls are just like gross. It's like
No,
wow.
the
that's a penalty.
players make millions of dollars a year. They know what they're signing up for. Players are getting bigger. They're letting them use. Most of them use steroids. I don't care what anybody says. You know, they're built like Mack trucks. But then again, they know what they're signing up for. You know, let them play the game the way it's intended to play. You know, add in all these pussy rules, it's ruining the game. Like the rough in the passer where Michael Bennett slid down and grabbed him by his ankle. Like, what is that? You know, it's bullshit.
Yeah, it's stupid. Especially they should.
Do you think roughing the passer clause should be reviewable?
I was just gonna say that you should be
Yeah,
able to challenge them
I do.
at this point.
Yeah.
Because it's getting to a point where it's just becoming silly, man.
But I
Yeah.
feel like every
Like
time there
like
was one, it
defensive
probably would be
linemen are
challenged.
losing their jobs because they might lose their jobs because of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not gonna get paid as much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No. Definitely. College football is better, they say.
Not this year.
I mean, I see. I still like the NFL because it has the potential to be a very violent game still.
And it's the only sport that's unpredictable.
Yeah, college football's
most part.
college football's fun, but see, I'm a Rutgers fan, so I can never really get into it.
And unless you're an Alabama fan, it kind of sucks. You know.
Alabama. They said the Kelsey speech was better. New York Knicks are a train wreck. They'll be better than the Lakers, that's for sure.
God, it's rough in New York right now.
Yeah, it is. They'll beat the Lakers though. I'm calling that right now, Ralphie.
But
The Knicks will beat the Lakers. I'm calling that right now. You can challenge penalties in the CFL. I didn't even know that. What was he on that? They're talking about how EDP has an ass in the front and the
Oh
back.
God,
It's fucked up. I don't care though.
we're over EDP, right?
Yeah, we are.
What's the trends on Twitter again?
Yeah. I had to do a double take. Like I was like, is that really? Is that happening right now? If we get Le'Veon Bell, it'll be a huge upgrade to our offense. It will take it to a whole different level. Yeah, I mean it would, but like I'm saying, do you want him as a rental or do you want to sign him? You know what I'm
I think it's worth it either way, right?
yeah,
At this point.
definitely. I agree. And he said that Atlanta Hawks are going to struggle this year. Yeah, I mean they're one of the worst teams in the league. What the fuck, dude? Some of these comments have me rolling. I'm not even gonna lie.
Could have expected it today.
Huh?
So you could have expected it today.
Yeah, but they're not really our beef. Chat. They're more like random.
Really?
Yeah.
Want to go to Anything Goes? You got like 15 minutes left.
Yeah, let's go to Anything Goes. It's your guys' time in the show. Ask us anything you want. Stay out of politics because every single time I talk politics, someone throws something at me. So, yeah. What do you want to talk about?
Talk about anything. I think talk about the Birds. I think they still deserve our like undivided attention. You know, especially bouncing back against a division rival.
Yeah.
It's just how many games can they win, and what's their real trajectory? Like, can they beat the Rams in the playoffs? You know,
Right now?
not I guess like right now and at the end of the season. I guess like how good do you think they can get from where they're at right now?
I think they can get better, but do I think they will get better? No.
How many wins do you predicting at this point?
For the season, I said 12.
And now what do you
Right
think?
now, I say 11.
So you're just down one game.
Yeah, I say 11.
I think 10 wins is realistic now. I mean, you already lost 3 games.
Yeah.
What's 3 more losses? You got a tough schedule coming up. You got all these division games. You're really gonna go 6-0 in the division. It's possible, but
Yeah. And you know what? No, Jay the Goat, I addressed it earlier. I definitely addressed the elephant. I mean,
if you want to scroll back and watch it, you can, right?
Yeah, I got pretty loud.
You can go in the archives and rewatch it too.
Yeah. He said Trump 2020. What's your thoughts?
We don't want to go there.
Let's not go there.
We're in Mount Ephraim.
Yeah.
know?
Fucking people are crazy. That's That's why you know that you won't be in sports. Le'Veon Bell would be a cool. Oh my God, I can't even read that. He said we don't need Bell. All right. Oh, Scotty and me, a World Series matchup prediction and your winner.
I don't know who. I'm gonna say the Astros is my winner.
Astros is your
honestly.
winner?
Yeah. How about you?
Milwaukee.
Well, I know you keep going with
Yeah.
Milwaukee. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
They're just a sleeper team that nobody thinks is gonna win.
And
you
that
know?
usually happens. I mean, look at the Capitals in hockey. No one saw that coming.
Nope.
Holy crap.
Yeah. No, Jay the Goat. It was at the beginning of the second half of the show, like the hour mark, maybe. That's when I talked about it.
Right when we came out of the break, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No more addressing that. Not
Just
relevant.
scroll back if you want to see it.
Yep. Look at this one. The aliens in Area 51 all after they saw us.
Oh my God. Holy crap.
Holy shit. That's true. Astros back to back. I mean, I could see it, but I don't want it. I don't like the Astros. Who does like the Astros?
Only people in Houston.
Yeah. But I will say one thing. If they fucking win, they'll have the same amount of titles as your Phillies.
Yeah, they're not my Phillies. Not anymore.
Yeah, in 2 years. That's crazy.
Oh God.
At least they're funny now. It's not like
Yeah.
personal shots. Dodgers win over Boston. Nah, I don't see it. Nothing else.
Sounded like Rob there.
Rob.
Shout out to Rob. Rest in peace. So fucked up. He deserved it though.
Yeah,
We're not getting into all that.
Yeah, we're not. That's off the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too much other elephants in the room.
Yeah.
That's like not the elephant in the room.
No, it's not.
It could have been if something didn't get over,
Yeah,
last night, but
it happens. Whatever. So what else you want to talk about?
what's left to talk? We did our picks. We did birds. Pretty much covered everything today.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. He said, let me go up. Nice. F-Team says it's nice to have Le'Veon Bell, but it's not a need. I mean, personally, I think
It's a need if a running back gets hurt, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
you only have 2 healthy running backs, 3 right now. And no one's talked about Sproles at all. Sproles just dead to us. Is he done?
He's trash. Yeah,
I mean, I would give him one more shot when he's healthy, see what he can do.
absolutely
but
not. No,
like-
because he ruins the chemistry.
You think so?
Yeah, he definitely ruins
What
the
about for
chemistry.
he's done punt return? We got DeAndre Carter looks pretty good at punt returning too.
Why is Sproles even back? He's 36 years old. Like, I mean, he has no business being in the NFL at his size.
Nostalgia.
now.
Nostalgia.
Huh?
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
That's about it.
Yeah, that is about it. But what else? We could talk about the Sixers more, but we already
Nobody
addressed
wants
it.
to.
Yeah, no, I mean I will since you just said that. All right, dude, they're well, listen, Ralphie. All right, they have the potential to go to the finals this year, where the Lakers do not. I'll repeat that for you. Potential, not. Potential, not.
Potential
okay?
not.
Okay, just so you could hear it. All right, at least it would be on prime time. You know,
Yeah.
you'd be sitting down watching Space Jam with LeBron James.
That's all right.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny's coming back to life after 20 years.
God.
You'll watch that movie. I know you will.
What?
You'll watch Space Jam too.
You'll have a front row seat.
Absolutely.
The
Absolutely.
the
Nah, I'll
special
probably bootleg it.
the special Thursday night 12 a.m. viewing.
Yeah.
Right.
Movies are too expensive. The next
The
movie,
Saturday matinee.
Yeah,
That's where we'll
Saturday
go.
matinee.
the next
He'll rent it out. He'll rent the
next
theater
movie
out.
I'm spending money on to go see is Halloween next week.
Yeah, I'm actually excited for that
Yeah,
movie too.
I am too. It's my favorite movie of all time. I can't wait to learn.
Haddonfield, right? Michael Myers.
Yep. It's a great movie. Yes.
Any
what was
comments
I
on Facebook, Ralphie? Or
No,
we're done
we're
over
only
there.
on-
We,
yep.
Nice.
We've been done on Facebook. So,
We logged out.
Yeah. What do you guys think of? Fuck, I don't even know. I'm trying to
You're
think.
just hungover at this
So,
point.
all right, so, all right, so
losing it.
you said 10-6 before the you said 10-6 before the season. Now, what do you think?
Still 10-6, 11-5.
Yeah, you were kind of spot on with that.
Yeah,
I had 12-4, 13-3.
I had 12-4.
So-
What'd you have, Ryan?
11-5.
11-5.
I'm retracting to 10-6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
10-6 seems more likely now.
Yeah.
So I still got losses to the Jaguars, Saints, and I think you split with the Cowboys at some point. Or
Maybe.
one division loss, either Redskins, Cowboys,
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Who were your preseason like Super Bowl picks? Like, who are your two teams?
I had the Texans and
Yeah, I like the
Rams.
Texans too. I'm trying to
Texans,
remember what
Rams.
one was.
Yeah.
Ralphie, who
I
was
had
your
Jags and Rams.
Eagles, Steelers?
See, I had the
Ooh,
Rams. I had
ouch.
the Rams beating us in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Eagles Patriots again. And that could happen, honestly.
Yeah.
If the Chiefs fall apart, if Andy Reid's in the playoffs.
Here's why, to be honest, guys, I think the Chiefs are good, but the big reason why I don't think they're going to go anywhere in the playoffs, their defense is historically bad.
Yeah.
And when you're going up against big-time teams in the playoffs, you can't
Even
you
though
can't win.
defense didn't matter in the Super Bowl. But
Yeah, well, that's just because the two
That's because Nick Foles
yeah,
balled.
yeah.
Like-
No one really played like humans
Yeah.
at the quarterback position in that game.
No, that was a game where Nick Foles just completely balled out, and I don't think there was any other QB I wanted in the world in that situation than Nick Foles.
honestly, I'll say I think the Saints are a bigger threat to us than the Rams. Would you agree with that or no?
No.
You're dumb. We used to say that about the Saints. I don't know. The Rams do look really good this year, but that's just especially at the link.
Nah.
I mean, we beat the Rams last year. Yes, they're a better team now. But
Yeah.
I actually agree with you, Scotty, because of home field advantage. When
Mhm.
you go to LA, I mean, there's no real home field advantage.
we do not play well in that dome.
No one does.
We have memories of that 06 playoff game, right?
Well, I have that game as a loss against the Rams because Carson's going back to the field where he tore his ACL, and that field historically sucks. Like
Yeah.
it's the way they see
Oh, that's
it.
why they're building a new stadium.
Yeah. I mean, it's taken 2 years though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with the Raiders in Vegas? Didn't they like push that back too?
No.
I think they did.
Yeah,
in 2020.
They couldn't get the leasing.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
It's stupid.
Yeah. The Raiders just got tons of problems.
Yeah.
It's rough in Oakland.
Just win, baby.
Just win. just trade Khalil.
Oh my God! F team says 10-6 or 11-5. No, honestly, I'm sticking with 12-4. I'm gonna stick with 12-4.
That's only one more loss. That's hard to see, but it's possible.
Yeah, it's one more loss, but did
You
you?
got to go on a run.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't see that one team other than the Saints where it's an automatic loss.
Mm.
Like we can beat the Rams. I'm having it as a loss, but we can beat the Rams.
I think that Jaguars in London, like that was pretty much a lot.
I think that's a win now.
I know everyone had that as a loss going into the season, though.
Yeah, I think that's a win now. Because the Jaguars, they don't. Blake Bortles is hit
You
or
were right
miss.
about that fucking Titans game. I still can't. I'll never get over that game.
That was an automatic loss. Yeah, it's before the game. I was like, "This is the one game we're
I just look-
guaranteed to lose."
I just look back at that game and think just how bad of a loss it was.
Yeah, like I wasn't even mad. Like everyone was mad. I was like,
I was the way they lost, up 17-3,
"Yeah." I just saw it. I saw it coming. We're never good against mobile quarterbacks.
giving
and-
up a 4th and 15
Yeah,
multiple times.
it looked kind of fixed, didn't it?
No more Corey Graham after that. That's for sure.
I don't hate Corey Graham.
I don't hate him either as a role player, but definitely not as like a starter.
Yeah,
He's past his talk about past your prime.
yeah, he's not a starter, but you know what? You got to give the guy his due. You know, he was trying to fill a big void, and you're asking him to do so much in very little time.
I will say the draft class looks pretty good this year. Avonte Maddox has made some decent amount of plays. I kind of like that kid.
Eh,
He's like a hard hitter. I don't know. He was like a 5th round pick.
Maddox?
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
more of a slot corner though. He's not really an outside. What would you do with Sidney Jones when he returns?
That's a good question. I probably would keep him in the slot. He did not have a good game on Thursday, but I think he's just still taking time to develop, and he just came off the major injury.
Right.
So I think you just got to give him time. I know you hate Mills,
Oh yeah,
but Mills definitely played better on Thursday.
He
You
sucks.
can't say he didn't.
he's terrible.
He's bad, but he played better. So
He's worse than Bradley
we just-
Fletcher was.
no, that's not true.
He's so bad. He is horrible. He's burnt toast. Like
At least he didn't play 10 yards off the ball on Thursday for the most part.
he has to. Like I mean, he can't cover anyone man to man to save his life. He's a fucking joke. You know, it's it's terrible. And then he blames the fan base. It's like, dude, shut your mouth and play.
He did cover Julio twice too in both those Falcons games, though.
No, he didn't. The coverage, our pressure got to Matt Ryan, you know, and that made it easier. He didn't flat out cover him. He would've got-
Darby looked good too on Thursday.
There was one play in that Atlanta game where it looked like a track sprint, and he just over.
I don't know if it was that bad. But
No, Matt Ryan just overthrew Julio Jones. It looked like a track sprint. He got burnt bad. He said nobody will ever be as bad as Bradley Fletcher. Yeah, Jalen Mills is.
Nah, Bradley. Remember when Dez like tripled like 3 touchdowns in one game on Fletcher?
Yeah, but that's
was
when
pretty
Dez was
bad.
in his prime.
What's going on with Dez? You want to talk about Dez for a second, or
Sure.
is he like irrelevant now?
Well, Des Bryant's irrelevant now. He's on Twitter. He has some pretty good tweets. I'll admit
Yeah,
that.
maybe he should make his own podcast, right?
Come on, A2D Radio.
Come on,
Des.
A2D Radio.
Yeah.
Think he signed with anybody, or is he pretty much done?
I have him signing with the Cowboys. Yeah, I have him signing back with the Cowboys.
He could sign with somebody, I guess, that's trying to make like a playoff run, maybe.
Yeah.
But like at this point, it's looking pretty bleak for Des Bryant.
Yeah.
It really is.
Definitely. No, I mean, Dez was a really good wide receiver, but the problem is he has,
back in 2014, right?
Yeah,
4
but
years ago.
he kind of has stone hands now. So he's like
He
Jordan.
just can't get separation.
He's like Jordan Matthews, you know.
Yeah, your boy.
That's your boy. That's not my boy.
Your boy. I'm an Aguilar guy.
Aguilar had a good game Thursday.
He did. He's got first round talent speed. That's why he went in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, Dez Bryant, but I don't know. Like, it's funny because when we got DeMarco Murray, I thought we were gonna do something really good, you know.
Yeah.
But
That was a complete bust.
yeah, it was a bust. DeMarco Murray, I liked DeMarco Murray, but the problem is Chip didn't use him right. They would jet sweep the guy. He's a downhill runner.
I don't know. Dallas ran him into the ground. He retired like young too. So
Yeah, I actually got a DeMarco Murray shirt. And,
yeah, they sold those things like hotcakes when Murray. Everyone had they were giving away those 29 jerseys.
Yeah, I mean, some people like even put the number over the McCoy jersey and
yeah, I
said
remember
Murray.
that. I saw that. Now
Yeah.
it's all about Wentz.
Yeah, it's all about Wentz.
Wentz is the jersey to rock.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got like 1 minute left. Any last minute questions or anything, right?
No, we covered everything. We covered the big elephant, and yeah, it's been a great day.
Yeah, if you want to
And the
go,
Lakers suck.
if you want to see the elephant in the room, scroll back, right?
Yeah.
The 1 hour.
Well, he's
mark.
not. The elephant's not here. He would have took up the whole the whole
Oh,
thing. But I mean,
God.
yeah, it is what it is. All right. That was that was another edition of the Hooligans here on a Saturday. Thank you for tuning in, and catch the replay on YouTube if you want to see ADP talk. 1 hour into the show. Bye.
Have a good one, guys.